13th May 2021 aseda kese de be Allah so de ne so ache de maka nyina no be kana hausa kasem de ache ontika wakoma to ye be free sabri ti de meka no be free sabri kopem se no kono bebo meni nuanom afiama kwa tamaklo ana diamond tra ya the special edition of Idil Adafita Jumedino Ebro. Mama Kinkano, how's the customers and fear amanko abem? Assalamu alaikum. Rasum la bani wurina today Idil Adafita. Kum kuna ila fita. Bani wunchira ina babanka baba ya take aswa.
Hey.
La ila illallah.
Hey. Kaswa bem.
Listen, have you how about you? I did make
kaswa.
Na kaswa ti ase. Me say obi abe free kaswa ba main ayinim abeshia ma yetimi abompa yedi. Na bu say omo papa no so enyina ba ka ho. Omo busuafo ba ka ho. Na jere ina baba nka. Ti baba ya te kaswa. Ese baba no okokaswa eti obeba.
Ele nyame
Oh. Ti kemo for dasro kokra edamu nyina wase I'm sure say. And they nhihye coordinating council for the agu akwan mu no. Also am say ombetimi etu anamon bi but omosere. Eye COVID-19 nhihye no. Omonfa ngu akwan ti beach sem bi eni ho. Say e board don pem say e bi ni ho. Obekọ akọsum o Allah problem bi no but omo de nhihye say umia moni na montiti muntem kama na so mo hro mo nsa te nhihye dada na no mo kai bi say akoy da sonko ye ni jebe wan hwe na ewura kofie mo na kofa ase foforo aba enti yesre de ye gusu ye na no an ye kai ye ho se yesa ye
yare no wo ho
yare no wo ho enti se wo ko akobo mpa ya muko hia wo hia dan mu bi no emra no se wo wo ho kwan se moko na mo montiti muntem na mo mia moni mfa mo nose mask ni yuma na afa insure anokwa mo ya de dada insure de horo ye nsa de ko for de
ye hia so de
se na be ka ho na afa wo ko ni ma na kama mesre obi anto nsan frɛ wo so amenkɔ hɔ me de metimi kɔ obi afie obi anto nsan frɛ me no de me free a sɛ me to santina fa nima na makɔfa fa miamia me nim sɛ wono a good joint for me no me de obi you don't need to invite wo de ento nsan frɛ wa me srɛ wa wadaroma menkɔ hɔ nye de be to krede ya me srɛ wa ti menkɔ hɔ e de ento nsan frɛ wa me srɛ wo emfa hɔ Hajia bintu hai na hajia memu na wa hai de enne de am se kremo chemi ana me so chemi se mama salam alaikum
salam
waje sofia
de to so don fan to so ba
ni se hona se de bibiro
senda zuwa
de sanuka de wo de am se o tra go so do so ka go
na bi we na mete aso ase
so ase
na wakakra na misa
sende
barka da sallah
barka kakade barka de me chirautie se de me mpe wo no se wo chire fia de pe na o de no media agro se de ono no wo pese wo bisa tibia wo mu de o hwe anim se ene ebe koso a metimi akasa nyina de aboa wo house akasa because enye gidigidi ade onyame de ache me enti eni hu kwanza wo pro ho
na ya na wo kasa ma asa wajaju hu wana kasa uti kasa na kan ye kwai me kasa na fe wo beka bibi ahye manu mu ti se de ni problem papa
eti pamcho anope kremoni bia woti yenka ba bia o se bia wa woti yenka wa woti yenka bia oh and then e dason ko e de mamo because omutwe omo kakra e ko 30 days na fe Ghana ati se ya ti bia sure se o hwe ni se onso benya kwanya tima we hwe wadofo se de person we hwe mo ye be kwa kofa kase bo no nsia pepepe ti bini de obeka che kremufo ansa na ye ba ene special edition nti hwe ma program no nyina afa kase no ebe gina ye ne enuane muslimi fo enkomo sonko ene nkranhye sonko ene aseda sonko a ye de bema eye alla enne because the why no ebro adwene ene ntiase so ma men kai mu amo mu kan ye nkremofo no se enne nye nantwie die no enne enye nantwie die nti diamond na wo de open nantwie ya chiti se bo no oboka enne ye nkokọ ne die no nti ene nkokọ besu benkum ni difani e o ba bia edi misre wa wo no wonum ye odati se afia mankwa no enne nye nantwie die no there's a big difference nantwie die no die da anima ye be ye da anim be na die akụkọ broiler
no say na ye ni mo ha
esusa
rabie na nkoko besu mo nkafra mo begu ye be wi ni nyina haja ya se wono pe yo haja
bebu na bawa
haja bebu na bawa why busy ti say ya contract no ne die no so o ye bibia mankrofo ani aje ti haja ye chia o na mi fi ras safaru Hadia also yechia Safari Seidu oni wabusua ni nyina ne Joy FM fan baako a o ya me yonko prekopo Khadija ana Khadija
na hakra no nkremofo se na wa
Khadija
na we ko o lewe so no
na raza ko mu nyina yerefi na me kan receive so obi a yerefi system
na receive ko o ya te wade
se okohwe ne bra ana ko ya ko so ono akonchecha no akwanchirenta na omenye if it me fa na no
o se akwa yes o live nti because at least nka obehu no
ba kremofo ha no mo ye mafia o se o nyina free system ni
onti o mo nka fatao onti ne nka sa o de ma next week mbra na nsa
obi abe baba
Aisha Ibrahim onti ne nka Aisha hwa me ye pon ko afia fe ne wo beti yes Aisha di we bai enya ne sa ba ye we se yi na makai no Alhaji Said editor Kumasi Wenyan baby ko aye no odi afa VIP abre
wo kasemo
den
said that tsere mane
enti wo
fa ne kransie ye
Khadija say owo yikofo edi adi enye yi me de afa ho ati bibi is possible shima ne ntire ne package no fama VIP ebe ba be kayensa enti nyame hishamo yami shamu pa na ma
kontre no wenye nantwie
die
akụkọ no kro mo
akụkọ omo chi ne
omo so de na ye chi na chi
akụkọ
de omo
akụkọ no de
and omo stew no I don't know the omo de fremu
ekoyi
I don't know normal stew aye nyina ye ba omo je ya na taste we different
ba mu hu so nya kremu
eno nya grek no koje kremu na
yes because omo dey local leaves no ni ade
eno nya grek no no diasia
o aye ne
ko ko kai o be kai kremu fo no eno nya grek no o de che ma ncho grek ni mu ye wa grek abe o de
oh nyami shamu mo wa no saye
tiache
enye ma santi mun koso na na last day no yesre mabu no eno akra he fa kra na me hu se moto fui
o ma kan hu
na me se mo so di
o ma kan mo ye be se chief mama se ma wa kan because no me hu skills ni bi kakra bi nipa be 15 bi kakra bi le omodu zone yeah
na pani ni fi aduo nkremofo nyina wo man mu wo pani pa bi damano anye so ye pani keke pani anuonyam wo pani ani fie kwa ni
one o two se one o three
o se ye nti
nti one na person
ko moto brum brum anko anye 100 plus ko chi na mu aseja
nti you know yasamo o wie we ye nye moto twie bu be twi moto
ono so na person se na moto
no be twi twi moto ba kwan na ya na mo fa so na mo twi moto no
and so the skills bi na
aba
no ma peja esoro
man kan jo se last week Christian village ono abrante bako o peja moto no sei na odi nnamu na o mama no fa sa si ehu de ba ezi de ba party e ko she gata
nti ano na na me hu ye na me da
all your skills sa no we no one person party and food because be anya ready pass no o she gata no ko moto no ko she mu an de bubu ye ano no asori o sorry no wan bu se obia sem no atam moto ano no epia ko na me so skate
mu ya efe ba Ghana ha no ye road no nya for sa na ema wi And I appreciate Tradodo. That's I don't know why I go or be cruise. And ye, my dear, almost at that way, whole park. Yes, I never know. And in my your main street, I show you with traffic. Then we near that, yes, Ramo, yes, and you quite say after fasting that she, yes, oh,
say,
Sadena, yeah. I don't know, I am on your mohosa. Yes, I found one away and the walks. I won't know one, Jane, and wait, you know, because I do, however, 2 years. I drink Jane and young, ready for. Yes, yes, Ramo party, Munty, I hope say move. Munty, my
won't cremophone me and Nubia, or almost tight treachery, chromosome, Meteo Moniama Bakum, Nubia, Baku, former DC, a front plain south.
Okay.
Honorable Isaka.
Okay.
Isaka Namdem Kai. And now back so onye Ganani, a friend of suffrage, minimum some abony year, you cry one take.
Okay.
The met me a can suffrage. Almost minya daje. Na almost someone. Or they are sendo, maybe a sign of voice, not or cannot their church room. It is a who's a cremonibia, you say, na homa say yes some ne bota ye ne me do ma say because nim de ho hia enti me mama fisia panso afia swin me mama fisia pa but say fa ho say ye osom ana say nya osom openim de a otumi tene ma bia
exactly
na o de call mo enti me do ma say pa say omo yes na ayi memu na antimui na me frɛ no na me ne na wo TV Africa no so edu akonche say ye otumi nya adaje na o kyerɛkyerɛ omu Nenti abehu so bia you say. Nenti abehu so bia you say we emo no and I ate so because the school for ni ho. Efa ma bebre.
Ono so no ani bebre.
O de be just o de bebre bebre ma. O mo tade ma unhu nipa ban ya o mo ye.
Fi na komam.
Ante mo yi me ma official pa. Why me ma official pa ne kramofo nyina e na Ishak no.
Yeah, Ishak.
Oso o de dia okra.
So many o me je so da se pa. Osome so nipa te ho afi upem ka se me sore de madaje akoye obi adoye me mpaebo ne se akonche mu mpaebo bi a wo boye no ala ontie o na oma odesre emrem amen almost anom ka no
ami chia onobo college dauda
yes
yeah onobo anope ya chia o
men twene nko krum
o yemfinfi
obe mi kra chance de
enso be pre ho
enti onobo ya chia o ene ayi alaji do wo secondary no principal
midwifery school
no otro yi
alaji wachi say ofimi mi krum ntotro so midwifery no de ba
new time
okay ekofa kase
so ayi nkremofo afa no so ayaso ayachia wo
ya me chia o do macho ana ma chia o
o say afa se du di achia do
ayachia
no si abode shima ya mamu nyina ache ya mo kwa Badwam TV kase so ya woda no pen samwasie na braso sa wotibie Adom TV Badwam kase anopen sam no de todwa wo mu bia wo betini chief of staff de atodwa say Ghana for yen hwema mpani nyuma wo ye titi wo covid mu ye mu naten ye de mu nsam no ebebramo ye bebo ransam foforo mafutu akode amakejetia adwadifo se emre bia wo kejetia market ni mu no onhwe se wonomo ebedi so PURC so de ato Ghana ni de hia dum so nti obi bia sai se wo se wo report ye na mpatade bia nso ye de ema wo eno ni nsem bi na no pa me de bro Adom TV Badwam kase Facebook/Adom TV kase no ewo ho Go TV 176 DSTV 280 ho nyina Adom TV ye wo ho midin ye fia amankwa tamaklo nyabre ne tie se de nsem ni kyeremu ankasa ete chief of staff mame akosua fremo se opare dia de se na ema Ghana fo nyina se nei se wo mu hwehwe bibi afri mampani adodankwa akufu ado ho wo nenwuma mu a yenhwe se de covid ba ye ne nei se de etie ene nyina so emu naten Ghana fo dodo no #face the country and watch se dwuma no mampani ye na de ekoso nei wo wiase nyina mu nti ena aka ho bi ama bi a yehunu ne se niema entoto ni ye Adom TV etwaso
much you see the devastation that COVID has brought to even giant countries that have never seen much challenge. You see that this COVID has impacted on us. We are part of a global community. Therefore, we are not insulated. I think Ghana has done very well in the way we have managed the COVID.
And the 4-year war KJTR market na futuo ne kokobo kodiama womo. Se futuo bia ye de ama womo e wo dwa no ho no. Womo hwese wom bedi so sebeya nkwanhia binsie. Na no benadai na rahosem bi ye ne tibra store ba kugya tomu sanye dumjafo ho na ye haria. Na nkade ye bete no nye asampo operations manager war KJTR Traders Association Ahmed Kwatin and the semi etuja.
Bibia ya sembia ehu edwa no ekoso se de edwa no na ye peno na no na emom o hwe se de enra na sisi ye na ye de besre ne se obia o dwa imu bia nsi tu se emra ene nhihye o dwa imu no obedi so yen executives no eye PA system na enya adwuma ni ntia na eha kakra because ekwan ye befa so ni edwa di fo na di nkomo no ya na edin na se ohwe enra fire service no omodo omo car na ba na hawa omo ko mo ansa na omo beduru ha na kire se duru mle bia yen ye dwadi fo no so no ye won sam aye wo se na omo ka na omo makwan mu da ho.
Public Utility Regulatory Commission PURC mpanifo nso ade to Ghana na edi hie bia nim se wo a enam dum so no nti wo bibia sai report wo ECG na fe netco na fe ho dwumadie wo mo emfa emma public relations officer wo PURC ora bawa mun kaila and I didn't send me to Jabra, one more a pow, a better course 1 year, she should move for doom so, and how a day abroad this year.
We also have another compensation that we are encouraging customers to come forth and complain of. And this has to do with the damaged appliances. If it happens that as a consumer, you happen to lose your gadget or your electricity appliance based or as a result of the erratic power supply, you bring your complaint forth. What we advise is that you first of all complain to the utility service provider, that is your distributor, whether you are in the northern part or in the southern part. If you are in the northern part, it's NETCO, and the southern part is ECG. So when you complain to them and you are not getting any response that is satisfactory to you, you bring the complaint to PURC. And when you bring such complaint, we'll launch an investigation to really determine that it was as a result of the power failure.
Ekasa abemo wanya mfiedu no enwoche Alhassa Sedu wobole posifo ensembra watwitwa obi pa kwiani a wono wanya 26 years nidindi Peter Brewa Bonyere ewo okrobia ewo bole wo savannah mantamnemo
Sanseidu abedi mfiedu no nwotwe sesei owobole aposifo ho no mu a wotwen aboa aposifo amwatimi ayemu enhwehwemu okiremu se efiada edi yenemu e na wonom ede ne bekwa akogina koto aposifo kire se senti a wonom ede ne kofiada ene se okire yawo eye afofida ne senti e wo se wonom twen na efiada wonom ede ne kogina bole mensini ne magistrate court wasansem yesi ya ho no abrantie Peter wo praye no owobole mensini ayaresabe a woje ayarehwe
Paramount Chief here wono ewo jura traditional area awulai agama tujan otoso emienu se nanano matna nkonya eye galamse no mo ankasa enyema wormo ho no mo nkuntia se be ya emebuno no betwe wo ho afiri mu na aboa yensu wansuwa ene ye kwaye brentuo mu Adom TV edeba
small scale mining communities and districts and regions and no Saban pese o manage small scale mining na yenyeji mutu say district bia wo unique challenges na se to be supported districts ni regions na ye betumi aboa ama yetu ase it is small scale say why see region nyina kan bom say ye pese ye hwe ni ye boa ni ye clear brim river no ni ye duadua na ba bia illegal miners atu no ye ni ye nkrofo be kan bom ni ye de efidie I reclaim most of the places.
Enti dia wuti ye Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners Eastern Region enei wono mo edua 1 million trees ye nnua ena wote se wo mode won sam no to edwanenti mayenko awulai agamatu ya wotoso emienu nso ena futuo a wode ema nananom so omu ankasa emfa galamse kun no na yentumi nso ano.
The big afie 26 years. Na ankobra no na ani nti sei. Na ya forest no na nsei. Ye de ani pre pesemikuminya. Ye de asai ensuo. Eno na ye nyina ye koka ho asem. Na meka ebi abinu nya kwan ma. Na na bia ye be hu se. O ye be ani ye be tise. Ye garamse. Awo wagura ase. Wo ye odikro. Wo ye nanao. Wo ye hwanyo. Ye kan ye nchi papa no ye wo nana ne ba wede. Ne ba me ababa bechewo.
Oswafo ya washe roads and highways so ramu akwata de to ministry no enim se contractor bia woni akade e de ye adwuma se kwan se de mema wo mo fa contract bia emma no na yemfa ma wo mo woni ema na betumi aye adwuma ebebo men adom kase etoa ne nsem ne so
at all with less capacity in the contractor who hasn't got the right equipment and the resources and the capacity to mess us up. Please, it should go to strong contractors who will do serious work. And these are emergency steps that we are taking to fix these problems. And I keep on saying we cannot allow our people to continue to be in traffic hours on end. Okay? And any contractor who will be undertaking such jobs, of course, should have my approval. Because I want to make sure that that contractor has the capacity, and I will also make sure that such contractors will be resourced.
Yade kasieni si ha midin ye fia amankwa tamaklo ye koya gudiemo ensam erekasie dubodi ede toaso afisam wo ho ena ye nkramofo da ide wa wonim ne etumi ye ntia ne yentena sabre ya na pensem mu so atoaso promoto ansam bia aka ene de asisi enso na ye de abro. Happy 50th birthday nkoma lawyer Mrs. Kate Appeal Deputy Chief Executive of Free Zones Authority. Yami sure no for another 50 years double encounter ho. Yeko na kudiemo nsem atoaso.
All right. Yentoaso agudi nsem wano pay 1xbet.com. Odi esia konkona eden samuna de ba 1xbet.com. Papa na enra akofo di sika gombotom sa Chelsea game no. Na man forecast say ya welcome party otum say 1xbet.com. And no edanchan ya boafo e ba senator mo so kan wano pay ne den sam no ete bro boafo. Wote mali pokpa na ya kwaso a. Leicester and Chelsea pre West Ham Pimwura, Liverpool su Pimwura, and 70 points for Manchester United, 66 for Leicester third, fourth Chelsea 64, West Ham United 58, and Liverpool Tosso and Tottenham Hotspur Tosso and son 56 Everton, Tosso and watching Arsenal Tosso and 52, Leeds Tosso do 50 Leeds, a fee big six for no so called for no. Ubianko onkonya point emfamai why wanya draw na benya untimi nhye na ofie oya de pa antine waba soro sa na dey say na top 10 esi etienne games bekoso na Arsenal nhye City Aston Villa and Everton de bepem so na Liverpool akọ Manchester United na akọbọ utim say yes Old Trafford Empire na edwa Manchester United versus Liverpool share table na Liverpool pese still pushy na top 4 no defending champion ne ho ache ni say de me hu bi da otim say yes nyemo mo eden pa eti ama Liverpool na ye be hwese na won se besi akọ ye kopie mo Spain Atletico Madrid yes Tyson no bemben ho kakra nra amu gira mo na so boss Shaidad Shaidad ni da ho kre 2-1 and Atletico win here ye hwe se Spain table no top 10 eti etie na mo 4 no kre di kan no e ba Atletico 80 Barca 76 Real Madrid was 75 and on Granada at the Bepim so Sevilla etoso na 74 Sevilla de olusu nranti enyin film but Real Madrid ewo game ene wo de pim so Madrid the shepherd okọ 78 na yese kwambia so afro beto so second 79 so ne Atletico Madrid 2 points and a bet down montem Spain ayede yen se ne games no be si akọ enso ormene Valladolid Villarreal Aiba ene Betis na bo Granada ne Real Madrid yes game no Madrid for moye rough no motive se kunkron aso shebe bapa ne ade akopie mo Italy Ronaldo born 100th goal Edema Juventus in all competitions I would say yes bro yeah the pa top four almost on bebo bi niam nkoye almost almost Brett say Liverpool no but enra almost winning 3-1 or boy Juma pa Cristiano Ronaldo and AC Milan and so etimi jira mo na so ball 7 goals e wo mo game mo de pim so and yeah welcome Adiama ebi mo so eri ni Juve yan hwese obetima make top 4 no a Western and Shannon City as they say Inter Milan agede when Western top 4 no City or Italy yes and Inter Milan 88 on final title ko Atlanta 75 AC Milan they say 75 no abenya Napoli toss 9 73 Juve etoso num 72 Lazio 67 nti Juve betima wurema na so ntimi wurem but top 4 no emo the past 3 spots and I up for grabs yeah which means yes Italy I had the pa nti the ekoso na hwese Crotone ne Chievo Verona and so ede ebepem so and the ekoso amanone no ka hye ne so kopie mu e wo Air France a PSG so koye rough no a ebuka mu pa ti I also saw something which is the immediate na weekend the bpm bia so yeah the bro yamra fie me the ekoso 1xbet.com 1xbet.com and bet keke nra matches you hwemu dia tum say yes o fam yensan bia discuss to so we si dan 1xbet yes uwie person do bag na ekose sister mbaji misika na de aguma ma no de akofa circle na de kofi ompe we open 1xbet.com papa bet na bua no na papa nti ya no abet ho no sika bia be o menya de ma o fa teams ka kra bia so na aye bebiri na una wo kono ade ade tie na matches because diana wa bet ni ade yamra fi na yam hede yekoso fi nra Siki Akono head coach at the Black Stars of Ghana na what they scored be two ja or they couple friendly games mienu bi na friendly games no ehon ensem no de ba e the squad na two ja na o se osre Ghana fo nyina en sama ye kafa Black Stars ho no nkoto djogu fom yensusu ponche Siki Akono
might not look attractive to you or to any of you here, but once we decide to work hard, come together as a team, as a unit, and this goes to all of you here. We need all of you, your support. The negativity is just too much. And so I plead with you. I'm not asking you to, I'm pleading to all of you, to stop the negativity. Start believing in us. Start believing and be positive about the things we do. When I was growing up as a footballer, it was you guys who made me great. All of you here. Well, probably at the time when I was playing, most of you would not be. The likes of Kwabena Yeboah, Kartufuo, they encouraged us. This time around, things have changed, and I plead with all of you to be positive. Yes, there are negative in what we do. Criticize us positively, and we'll find the right channel to go about this. But everything is achievable.
Yes, Siki Akono na o preachire and central for no. Yati yedase. But June and a friendly games in the Ebekoso, Ivory Coast, and a Morocco. Yenche send players or the two Gano. Isi at 8 local players. And in Yakon room, goalkeepers, the Munukwane local players. Razaka Belura Santico to goalkeeper no, and Ibrahim Danlad can fight a goalkeeper no Koya Kotoko no Cologne. Richard Ofori, Orlando Pirates. Ono and Sujim Naba Abdul Rahman, Ejremona Gideon Mensah, my man, or heavy papa Portugal, and Osiaka. Centre back, Alexander Jiku, one of Sujimo, Daniel Amate, Leicester City, Lucina Kain, Ismail Gani, Wasante Kotoko, Josefa J. Legon Cities, Nicolas Opoku, Ewa Mieng, our France. We and the centre backs are bra. Etonsa from right back, Kamal Soa, and a Kamal Dean Sulemana, on a sworn Norgeland. We may right wings. Bratonsa Eddie Efreomo. Na yenko na yenhwe wo mu aka right back and di Adom already Philemon Barford Dreams FC captain no ono so ejire mu den ewo right back na yenko hwe de ekoso wo left wing Samuel Owusu afaya Emmanuel Jesse Spezia wo Italy Franca Champong ewo Shenzhen and Tariq Fosu Henry or Brentford FC we left wing players now midfield Mubarak Wakaso our China, Thomas Partey wa Arsenal, Kudus Mohammed, Rashid Note, Abdul Fattah Shahuku, our steadfast local player. Emmanuel Lomote Ameyang, Glass Senawako, Olympics captain Ojiremu, Baba Idrisu Ramayoka. Tivimu aya midfield. Na kopiemu wa anim honoma 100 de ayu. Yes. The son of the maestro. Ojiremu den onini Jordan, Jojo, ono so jirem Kwame Poku, former Asante Kotoko striker, USM Algeria, Ojiremu den Ren Joseph Pencil or Ankara Gucci. Omo ene omo mbejina anim ho. Nti ye hwe say in June, South friendly si ebetumi abaswa anya sam keto akra. Nti Black Stars akache no. Now, you may PM Ghanaian Premier League March day 24. Bra, enra ebi baso ene ebi bebaso. Has of folk, eko PM will bechem afi bechem fi ho yen shano. But has of folk a ball raho. Salif Ibrahim, beautiful goal. Was secure 3 points. And yama has of folk. Salifu Ibrahim. Oya de pa. Enra o share goal no nene modern bono. Or man of the match and 7th man of the match of the season. All right. Menone sama Salifu de tuja. Until to say yes. Has for any abresa for Major League. But yen share any other results. AC Ekoye and Brekum Chelsea future has gold. About 3-1 dreams in nom can face at 3. Mediema shocker. What an few after born 2-1. Shocking results and rapper. Amina Sharks ne Karela and so for 1-1 and Bechem United also for America about 1-11 wonders need to I see 1-1 Lagos City Snafie about Liberty coming in Liberty take anymore a year back home. The results no and Asante Kotoko Busuan Dwarfs Great Olympics Adriana Stars. Hey. And yes, I'm Kito, and their matches this more than I'm the best holiday in the come on. But ahead of the games, you send a table in the city. And Asante Kotoko 41 points. House of Folk 40, and then Kotoko Bebo, Kotoko Shao 44, one shot there. The Aya and the Media Maluzu into Utimus 40. Great Olympics 4th with 40 points, and then also Shao Beko 43. Carola Tosu Num 38. Dreams Tosun Sia 37. Wafa Tosun Son 35. Adriana Tosun Mochi 33. Bechem United and so Tosu and Kron was 33 points. Table is why the papa. Asko Tosu to Tian Otiba from 31. Recum Chelsea Tosu do Bako 30. Amina Sharks Tosu do 30. Ushandros Dio 11 Wonders Edio. Legon Cities as a more Froba Kakra. Aha, Muvini and Joma Babako, Yanjadi Ebeko. Liberty Tosso Dunsia, Liberty, boy. Can fight at Tosso Dunson, and then tell us our rate 10 and 20 or 18th. Hey, table no swire de bra, a swire de papa. Cashaneson, say a live commentary. I was in FM so. Yes, league matches me, no. Wow, league matches me, the bebro, Tika Shanes family. 29 days to Euro 2020, bra, Jaboso. You knew behind the chamber. TV neso, and radio neso. If I try a more day, into Cashan so say, yeah, they bro, who show TV so near my commentary so, oh, radio so as and perf my Thomas Femin sheriff and bra, but be a Jabos 20 channel South for me. Now, Ochana, a seminar strong, a Basso or Sun Lodge Hotel, a clubs I hold Premier League in Mono, and a mano a league in Mono. And you Eddie Kasuma and Pefem now organize a seminar from Kokra, yet the Ebre or Sun Lodge Hotel, ye share branding and marketing, a being see that. But as I'm Pefem, your clubs neck Kabuma, I'm a league now after to my perfect clubs and say, as I'm paying number share boom, now I come and tell man teams and only member teams and reps in every share or Sun Lodge Hotel, how many as I'm Pefem multimedia, ye come boom near the Sa a series at the Abantishan Sa F Mammy Ochna, and a party shishi made the more. Enye easy kra na boafo eba center de sia konkonsa no na male popa paswa Sergio Manocho and producer na atum say yes in Philip Enterprise so e hemata de sia dia na ise koyi pa na se wan fa nan kasa so anka kejuwa ne ho a ay hara kejuwa na kasa ne Erica Siedu Boadi ya wo kan si na so bedwam de eguso e de brown.
Another way fisem so no enchiano eye assalamu alaikum happy Eid al-Fitr fise ne meni anuanom nkramofo eche gidie kro kase ye danyame ase wadom enemwa a wode adom se bosomia akwantie no ye akwantie kronkron no wadom aboa na otumi afam na odi abawie ya afa yesre nyankopon twedi ampon ala say onhwe ye bone na emom ya konchie mu mpaebo ne adesrede nyina no omanemrem amen yedanyame ase afa happy birthday kese enkoma Roslyn na Bentuma Kwashi oye national service personnel ewo petroleum Ghana petroleum petroleum engineer oye national service personnel o papa Emmanuel Kwashi o mame Gladys unuanom Vanessa Larry ni Jennifer ina Yvette omo nyina say omo ma happy birthday o papa Emmanuel Kwashi oye dentist ewo La Paz community oye me dentist o say oni anuanom ne abusuafo ne me ankasa ye ma happy birthday nyankopon mesrawo na onomo mo anoma wani so ade hu no botaye emrem ene ye won so awoda me ma won so awoda papa gina we so na mama wakwanya me titru akwanya no menuanom enkremofo anasa won so kra bia na wonye kremoni na so wo kremoni dofo bia wo pese wo chia no esanse ene eye da sonko de ma won no me so from me for 0302 211701 0302 211702 0302211704 sa number simu bia no fra akwanya wo hose obechia odofo bia oye kremoni na ene wo afahye yi anase wonder shrunkwen watumi amananchia me si number ne so ama obio 0302 211701 0302 211702 0302 211703 and 0302 211704 sa number simu bia no ofra yebetumi edi nkomo ama wasa akwanya no na wachia dofo bi me di kan matia no say Ishak me ma happy Eid al-Fitr na me paibo bio a mabwa fitinu ade besi na ene say wayemu yenti Allah onhwe so na won so de wo hwehwe no onfia komam na onfisoro na onfa nnomo efise sa na mo nkyerɛkyerɛ no etie na me de medi ho adanse say de mo nkyerɛkyerɛ no tie no wada no wadi sa na Honorable Isaka former DCE Afram Plain South won so ntiaseɛ ne nkyerɛkyerɛ bia wo mamanya won kremosomo no ene de ye modasronko yi mechia wo paasre ala say ono mmoa na ebisade bia wo de to nanimu akonche bremo no onsane fisro na onfa emedomo antimui barka da sallah o antimui woni mofra ne nyina barka da sallah ena afa nkremofo nyina enti mimobi bia afishiapa happy Eid to munyina. Hello Eben.
Yes, madam.
Eben pacho mache.
Yeah, now.
Na pum to say.
Pacho obadi adaroma.
Ye do obadi asina Eben ye wan kire me baby afrefi o.
Pacho me ka se fi sama estate.
Oh, okay. Pacho ye din komo.
Pacho madam for ba ku ye Muslim. And you know, and then maybe she or more body color sala. Ana mpacho ba ku si police ni. Anonso sa e komo mu na.
Jo. Yo. Omo eda say. Omo da say pa ye ne red nso ni komo. Hello red.
Hello Lord na ka say.
Hey Lord ayo ora mache.
Yeah, ni awu apomo e.
Erade dum eye na onso e.
Ano pe mpese minchia madam for ba ku.
E kwan da hododo. E kwan da hododo.
Memma no very kele sanla. Then me say ya minchia na ni madam for ba ku skibia. Awo SCC. Say ya minchia no pa say Yakupo e kan wona wo mpa ibora ba wiye. Jo, e da say. On also that say Elembele. Hello mankind. Mankind to say.
Nyame adum mpasha na nso.
Ye de nyame aseme so me ho ye pansa na mankan wo betia wo wadofo no krama nso me ndi kanchia wo mankan Adom TV ye da se wate wada je say ye Facebook say wo frɛ say wo share ye ni so enti ye da se pa why
yeah me so ina wa se me twisu mo say number 1 station na indicate wo bailambra na se nzema mu a ye nyina ya jack me say Adom TV de ona ne mapapa
ya damasedodo
na enso ya twisi se ye ba frɛ na
ya damasedodo ya damasepans mafo ne elembelefo ya damase mankan ne mpacho unuanom kramofo a wo chia wa no pai
me wo so mo barka de sala na pedua na nkoma yeah vice president Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na my bibia your friend no Dawuda Abeka Anveje ono no ye your national chairman Fred Blin special aid
okay
na ebi enkoma ya mame Amina ene Sophia to Adamu omo so wo anyinase a omo nyina etie Adom TV enti Adom TV de
omo da se pa yen so ye da se pa ye na Steven so ndin komo hello Steven.
Hello
Steve Machie.
Yo man
na pom to say
Pachi nyame adumo na so e
nyame dum yes Steve Pacho e wadofo tie o
yo me Pacho me kasa fe exama me mai exama zongo fo ina baraka di sala
omoda se
mabu antishetu exama zongo fo ina mi che obia omoda se fo ina obia kuma so ade ma no
amen omoda se papa enti ye ne Faustin so eni komo free bubu ahye Faustin Pacho Machie
awo yenya o
na bubu ahifo ho te sei
ebia ho
na te se bubu ahye de na wo ko fada ma na wo ko alafia na wo ko na te se bronya na te se ho de gira mu pa da se Pacho chia wadofo
Amerishi madofo na baka de sala alaji odan so ma ne wife agata Amerishi omunya baka de sala ni Adom FM na
yes ye da sepa ye nua no nkramofo wo Adom FM Adom TV multimedia ye mamunyina baka the sala ye da seminua ba Fosti hello minia be mama che
ya mami
na pom to say
nyame adum
ye da nyame ase na from me fi hill
me kasa fi gabio
Jabin for what to say
I am you.
Ya da nyame ase na ne nkramofo wo hoto won tie
me sian papa wa aka
Nyoni mi ye de twamo ajingo medasia we de twam medasia ajingo hello
good morning
good morning
about Augustine in Casa Free no Eastern region clear friend Akofu
hey okay
madam Fuba your friend Alaji Ashule Hamza our Koko me man balaka sala ne da na kupon ala edwo mawie sa sala na omoye no December me we shen pa
Odase nyame sha say ne da ye ne da soronko na wakai no odase also betumi afre na yedi enkomo Fatao so wo mem hello Fatao
yes good morning
Fatao na to say
achayo
nyame adom ye da nyame asese ye Fatao mpacho chiadofo e
mtiama mene mabusiafo nyina ne Adom TV fo adwumayafo nyina baraka tallo
baka kade yedase pa nyame sha Fatao yedase yesu yechia ompotamfo nyina incoming assemblyman nana Kwame Pacho Machie
mejo so mame
yedase no ani so ade hunu se oye incoming assemblyman na no be empeso benso a
me Pacho eye kwada so
electoral area nyame mo anu ani so ade hunumram na Pacho chiadofo anopai
le Pacho enna no pe dia me de entiama nkramofo mo asutisi no constituency omu nkramofo ni na cheo bibia titu Kenya ase number 2 nkramofo ni na cheo bibia
amodase pa won so betumi afre na yedi enkomo na yenko Mahama Idrisu hello Mahama Idrisu.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Pacha Official Pa.
I think Kobetu da.
Yeah, the radias so dear na so acha ye. Mr. Chiadofo.
Baka de sala koma adum for workers na. Yo, antibato utimika.
Mete papa.
Mesi edika min chia sorko koma adum for.
Yedase dodo.
Na min ese ko Alhaji Rashid wo Obuasi. Enani ya na ni papa eke na owiye no me mano shedi he unna busa fo nyina me man barka de sala Obuasi for na Kankan cause 47 for Ghana Police Service. In Bo Mobile Kadesala.
Amunyina jo so da se.
Busia for nyina mo Kumasi.
Jo. Amunyina jo so eda se pa baba yemfa yenua yemfi boko entwa to. Hello.
Hello.
Na boko for ho te sen yo.
Oh, Nyankopɔ adom obia ho yo.
Ye danyame asesala na ekoso saa wo ho.
Oh, Nyankopɔ adom ekoso.
Mesro chi adofo. Amen.
Metia mi fiebra. Bara na hino ni nuanom nyina. Bom barka de sala.
Jo.
Ni nuanom tan. Matawutu. Papa. Ni nuanom ema ne mema ni nyina obia barka de sala.
Aboda se. E wo sia yemfa ofre no ensi hanum se brepem e kwa foforo bedem amesa ma osa kwanya no. Na inshallah o ewo inshallah mo hono kra ye himpo. Hese mi refio. Inshallah me ma wo ne abusia ne nyina afihia pa wate. Inshallah no wo ne baba yu afefefe no se me de na to wate dango. Me de na to. Me hu me ba na che. Me ma na afihia pa. Me ma no barka de sala. Me mo bia boaduafo nkramofo akwati nkramofo obia wo ye kramoni bia ye kan nyina wi a na me de ko wie shake nuhu sharbutu eso kramofo nyina ti eno no papa anopa mi bo mi mu aseka se me ma barka de sala onsam nhyira na yesre na wotutu so a ye de atoa so wo ho nso de wonase na yetena yetumi to abrabo papa enti shake me ma munyina barka de sala ewusia fei yankomo no ane ye hya ase fa aduham ene akoye sala ise ye binumu besiesie won ho afa won ho obi wo ha wo sa ne ho aduham ho se krachi nie obi wo so ho se baba woni na bi nso ho me se nam kan ya wunnim se perfume o sadie yo bibi ya just say ehwe ya bi erawo a ahosesie hima educate ye ne yakoye baby
Enipa bebre ena se wonum siesie won ho a ya na wopese won ho ye hwam ne sent no wonum ewo ahwehwemade ahodo a wotutugu won ho ewo nwumadi ahodo a ya na wonum ekwase ene ye nkomotwetwe mu no ye ba behwe ahwehwemade ene ebra esese yetutugu ye ho na de nti ene yi ye ba betwetwe ahwehwemade ho nkomo no ye pese ye nyanti ase bi ewo mu
Etwa mu no ye hwa bokosemo a efa aduhwam perfume anasa spray ho ene kwan a wo de aduhwam gu ho a ekire wo nipa ban a wo ye na watwe we mu no wo fashion 101 dwumadie so no ye bedomo suko na sembisa kra na se ekwan ben na wo fa so a wo de aduhwam gu ho a ekire sabre no wo te bia wo wom obroni beka se umud na woni mu nso se asembisa bia nso kra na se ekwan a wo fa so a wo de enuhwam ahodo edi afra de ebi fra na se mixing anasa cocktail no eno so ho asem no edie na wonim fa ho kosoa na hwe fashion 101 dwumadie wo bedwam efisem komo chichie so
Creed for the 10th anniversary or the abehidi and you Creed perfumes use and so you been that Tom Ford ne Paco Rabanne and
Creed no. Oh, okay. 10th anniversary no. The Enya Creed a Aventus perfume back. Ajidin pa one of their best sellers. Their friend Aventus. And then I 10 years. And then now almost 10th anniversary no. Okay. Now it's a said you who will Paco Rabanne no. Creed ewo mema ene e ma de na te say de me di kan no so perfume ne it doesn't matter say eyo nhwam nko ade betime use
e hom zi atro say e family
bat so no ba betime use sanet here
o she bottle CAC here enika it me busa say we me sure say o ba dia
definitely o she color na na o she say de ya shaping na
cause efe
sanity nti Creed no omo art no very strong nti omo lasted from 1760 till date omo go so our system nim
any ache anyway dey nya tunale
and David
David. 1760, the end because
till now they are still doing it, and they used to do it for royalty. And see, to sell Queen Elizabeth now about me perfume to suit my personality.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's a great for no to make shower.
Exactly.
No my perfume
just for you. And see, after you know, then they agree that in Fambra market. Na obia so or to sell personality and I say feeling like on yet to sell personality no obetimi use.
And yes, I am sure say obetimi e walk in shop and say or bahan say most betimi ahye nipa ne personality na ma say me sure say na walking in here perfume we na I suggest it's good for you.
It's good for you. Me sure said they would not I mean perfume and I know you would like it. I know you would like Carolina Herrera Good Girl Supreme. It's a perfume that makes statements. And I'm sure you know what you want. And that is who that perfume is for. Osha Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, or the perfume intense. It's for people who knows what they want. So when you walk inside, you are making a statement. And that statement is a bold one. So nobody can take you for granted just because of the perfume you are wearing.
Into what would you on TV without talking?
Without even talking. So say me no Casabia any plus.
Oh, okay.
And mommy taking me straight to the brand and the type of perfume you are looking for.
Mommy was a perfume so yeah will be a mom. Your age limit. If you are 60 and me use those type of perfume. If you are 25, perfume with me use so maybe at 10, and as a 30, on to me use. We have ranges when it comes to.
Most of our fathers and our mothers, our aunties, they relate very well with the brand.
Okay.
So say you know because say perfume tea, they are making some that are suiting our taste. Into say perfume bia, where they I say powder be to scent be, but to my auntie it is the best scent ever
because I don't know him.
Yes, and somebody can also be like me who will also prefer that kind of scent. Into perfume is subjective. It doesn't matter the time they made it. It doesn't matter say a millennial or anybody else. Anyone, as long as you can relate well with the perfume, can use it.
Wow. Now, what you can put brand can make it interlude.
Interlude. And also a perfume from Amouage. Amouage is one of the Arab brands.
Okay.
Their perfumes are very strong and they make statements. Yes.
You also make statements.
But when a interlude, it is very strong. So to say our person will make a statement, it may be too loud for you. You can add another perfume to this. So you create your own scent.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And yeah, adding another perfume to just to create my own scent in the day. Anyway, I mean, Musao. I out me show be one thing. By now, what to say? There's whisper. We use perfume. Smell no. You can't really identify that particular perfume. I'm buying a mofa so yes, perfume cocktails.
Cocktail. I sign your friend perfume cocktail. Now, sir, a quite dear, it depends on the style. And then I'm sorry, I feel like telling somebody I'm happy. I feel like spreading happiness. And I say I feel like making a statement. Into me sorry, the person making a cocktail. And I don't want anybody to figure out the exact perfume I'm using. So because I like this, I know somebody else will like it. It's a me you swear.
No, you see, will be like it almost wait there.
Matilda. I'm made for woman. Said no. Me my own perfume I'm using. It's me far away. I'm made. Now my fa I'm a woman. Me pa na me the interlude man. I want no. It's me share be me be on so person make a bold statement. Na say odnim perfume we ya. Are you wearing interlude? But it doesn't smell like interlude. So the person becomes intrigued. The person, they will use exactly. Sanity.
Now, what for Bema and their come mad you? What's me and mix a man some qua?
Bet me a mix a man qua, bet me a mix a man qua, bet me so dear fra.
Obetimi at the brands no afra
me patro I allowed.
Okay.
Brands no ebi wo ho no ma almost sense no essay. O share Estee Lauder modern musa. A dry down and the base notes no a yaya to say Chanel. One of Chanel chance. Inti almost a kakra but obia one unique kind of scent. Inti all the perfumes see me no a cocktail. You will smell the same. Because difference na your match. Sister, oh you so modern muse. Now oh you so Gucci guilty intense Uda. Hey. Oh damn.
For me, what's that? I'm watching interlude. Again, on my day.
I'm watching interlude. No, Arab saints. Nah, because they're unique. It's one of their best sellers. Wow. They don't give out ingredients. No, just to make it's unique. Amube Gusua produce every day. It's just like any other perfume. It has the alcohol, the perfume oils, and then it has the water in it. Yes.
Me share perfumes here here am wadia. Me who say design on it no so and also does it have impact on the perfume?
Oh yes, it does. So Osha Amwaja to say the Nikanka is an Arab brand. Now Arab for no a memane sword no and I inspired the look of their bottles.
Whoa.
And at the temples in Arab and also I inspired the look of the bottle for ladies.
And yes, I don't know, it's a perfume Nina. It has a history behind it.
Every perfume talking about the bottle, talking about the scent in it, even the color of the perfume has story. It has an inspiration behind it. So if we take something like Dior, which I'll show you later, we take Dior Joy for instance. Joy is just showing you how happy she is. So she was happy and she said, let me just spread happiness. Let me allow anybody to enjoy the happiness I'm feeling. So she made Joy. Then Joy came into existence. So every story, you take Chanel for instance, Chanel Chance. The lady was like, I've had a lot of opportunities in life. Manya opportunities, baby. Ewa brabum. Inti said the major dear, mamma obi soa, oba, and that's obia. Now also no opportunity in the
history behind our perfumes here, you see. Any perfumes no before and son and panic crab say creating no inspiration
way back into a bear one say almost me so 50 years
and someone
producing this perfume. Wow. Into perfume never outer and yet or that's sorry yeah and oh yeah into say obi related to perfume you obi how to me use perfume for so many years or person that's honestly no she or he can relate very well to the perfume. Inti a drew maybe a kind of say ni papa bia free and I said mommy bia free
or they inspired be creative
or she perfume now or feel say ni pani gusto be no
and you believe go for best perfume
me patcho eye perfume akoya ade bia say you know o dress it said David Kaka o dress it na perfume ka ho
because me dress here na me spray when I say
you are not complete you feel like maybe for you maybe exactly you sanity
what should I say dear I was a perfume cocktails here if you can see any if I we do we see any does it has a day time when now over to me use that particular cocktail now I'm mixing no and I said during the day you can use it to any place.
Oh, you can use it. So, but advice me say, I was a choose so baby. I'll call on it, baby. They will be used to.
Okay, if I say me call interview.
Copy Juma. And your advice about say will be used to baby a citrus, and that's a baby a woody. Because interview there, we imagine say a boardroom, and I say will be in the office. Now about 2 or even 1 person put a you don't want to offend the person with your perfume. And see, on the first start, the start in the crowd, maybe I'll do man about that because of your perfume. And see, I advise you say, ube use perfumer, obia can relate to. Perfume no, ube to me use an oriental fragrance, ube to me use floral or your bar. Now mostly no, I advise you say, any eau de toilette, and I say eau de perfume. Or the perfume no, but any bebre say will be spray, will be overdo it.
Yeah, our church say, "Oh, can say
Dior, I me spray joy mawa. One kasa will be fili, dear me candle. Me fancho.
Me jama because of shame because of the me
ba Christian Dior ma akaba
me dana
say wo we mu nyina e wo haya wo hwe said the bottles no eh pretty basic chair emma o me man so eno we tree
okay
na de me ka sabe de be treo na wo spell a wan kasa mood no ebe eno eye we Dior joy. Jado no enjoy so her and also very nice. Me dey no so better now when who said it say. Into me person on try.
No, that's not something you nose mask no.
Who bet me spend it through the nose mask?
Oh, me that it.
Oh, Betty. Dior yourself na yeke.
You did not like her baby nose mask no.
So you okay?
I'm saying so in here. I'll buy it.
It's
what
around you the expression on your face is reflected on the person's face automatically. Sanity.
It's all chapter to be used to make sure that I know they will
good mood and they will yes.
Check perfume maybe no use who pay him to say I and my many are mood in here. And my main mood here.
Oh, mood in dear, yeah. But any kind of offend you be. It's a fat Dior addict to ya, and we are doing kakra. Your fat Jador Absolute. And also, I know you're doing. And at the newest Jador, if it is a sir, and also a walk home. It is a oh, you so in now, oh, bar.
What can me and Sabo?
Oh, there be bit me, you so back home. Bit him so you saw me and saying now, but. Dior ingredients no common. Oh. So ofa we ya. They smell almost alike.
Because Usha on our head fragrance and who say
difference kakra. Because ubia nye painting.
Okay.
Sanity. It is a masha way. Normally me a sweet girl. They be me stress. I'm wearing this sweet Miss Dior, very sweet.
Very sweet.
Na say and there ought to send be on me who na say emuye duka crown. I was say and something is going on. So I am talking to you through the perfume I am using.
Me dear do the audio. O share me bo.
Me share bo.
And me share me bo.
Yes. Na no me person me fa and come being sure say perfume no. Obi honest that your person share ni perfume. Into sign out tell dear. Obi o house me pe o matarium. Obi o house me pe o me body.
O dear. So go me hand
try ni me enu nyina. Aha, mate. Into perfume no. O dey concentrate say na. Scent na spread it. Into o train on sem say. Na we spray say.
So that's go me hu.
E go hu pa na wo hu. Sa me dey ben say ya. E na obi hu say atoho. Yes, obetimi so spray na don sana catch it.
Eish.
Aha, sanity.
Tournament.
No. Aha, it's my main try we so ahamo. Yes. I saw a perfume fan.
Oh,
when you want that. Coffee na we spray was switch.
Oh, my is still
warm.
Me just some aromatics no be me
but it's imagine say Michelle na me hag they all switch no e ba me so me
mbuza sharing me also we now mood mo bo ha just or the sun skin fe or the guna muko echi
fe be
one use perfume
okay to say we are used to a mostly no I am penny some spray say ah me try me who won't say
and it's
baby
it was when I'm trying
me spray no I'm chow
thank you
and he has spray in baby I cut away ni mommy it's only about 5 pumps na actual obi on hon so an dey anything say oh the spray and catch no o spray say no dey na hard o spray say no dey na hard
oh yeah no I can't see any
yeah no I can't see aside way no so yeah wo to say joy the body lotion yeah wo ne hair mist
thank you
yeah wo ne body mist hey imagine kakra
me gidi wo me he nka me feel bibi na me gini tini ka ho dia
now they body now they go tiemu nti ene de now different level
atomi so
e ma bibia si pepe
e din na nkofo ye ne wrongly se ban se o spray what yeah e din mo ya enya wo so mu jai
there wrong nkofo master this nkofo tan ye ni se o spray close no and now be or say on strong scents but he's used to eau de perfume nti o use so but na carry him no baby are not do go mostly no perfume no e che e wo body no nti say wo the good body na area take with perfume ni wia na afi atare na obehye no I evaporate through atare no into the advisable way no say but they said they made kind obian ne said the open no the enya kra meet me akan sisu pim and they said ode ben honam no tokro no no and say na egu baby baako sama and spread it okay to be me person be fa be bin trel e wa ha say e me ma perfume and this way say me you wa ha say na me fan trel perfume way there almost obia name
because ampedu used to be
a bestseller
ampedu used to be
a bestseller it said they who wa had I had a vivid example
okay
all the toilette all the perfume and perfume and they look alike small similarities it is a ocean bottle way bottle new true and now we are honey ho and now we need there ase na eye fita kra enti perfume no ne color no etimi trail say we emu be edu ana say we eye light so o share jados ye wa haye
we kra utumi
pink na wa haye so say ne there e wo fem na wo share we there e che say ne there we kra sana akoye
Any
bibi for biom wa happen so na me person me fa yen brand bia ye promote and chill it's one of the top niche it's called Clive Christian Clive Christian me asante bi I mean now what's
right like Clive
Christian anyway we better be me problem in there
mommy also Clive and a Christian.
So what thing? Maybe on say me to me what now come.
So don't ene me see adie bebree na ye sure say won so we see enyam bebree your perfume en collage wo ho en penifo de wo ho ene mema empono obia brand bia ne kwan a ofasinya ne inspiration ansana we produce sa perfume ho ene edi nkomo e de afa brand fun ya chesho na onim so say you on the spiritual side wo ho e science wo ne health implication side and in center sene e be di nkomo e de afa sa ensem nso
your perfumes yes specifically for Emperor and now your perfumes are like these ones from Penny for it is a oba introduce oba to perfumer especially Creed your Creed for kids yes obenya e dia ma oba
na wonim na so na wasua eno ne afisam komotwe no botaye ne say adetie bia sa wotena TV ho sa wo hwa obenya adesuade bi e de film na fa so de aba ne nti a wo hwe TV so eti ahosiesie hema Priscilla na ma yeda se honhom fam ene apomuden fam so wo perfume and as spray ho no ye twen wo da sene na eno so de ho enchechira ma ye enti ye da se sa no pe wa ma ye sua de mama fowa wo eputio jakuma se mama me mo ache wate kra ni nyina me mo ache me da se pa sami onso me da se so timi mama te mama nka wae e da se de bia hwa Adom TV titiru efisem enkomo chiche mama fowa e da se wo eputio ja ebusua afei ye bedi nkomo na ye ko ye mantam no na ya hwese enne ye nuanom enkremofo da no sen na ekoso ewo ho me hye nkomo twetwe na se afifra mantamonti me nuaba Ivy Setoji na hye nkomo ya se hello Ivy madam kuku mole
Mado gbada mikata
madam kuku afua
madam kuku ye o ha afua
apena ma o me fon Ivy haya na edisi ye wo ho ene ye dane no bisa se bacha wo potem ho no sen na enedei ekoso ewo ho.
Okay, so it's all about the demonstration this week. That is the one in Aflau and the one that happened in Keta yesterday. Now, in Aflau, the paramount chief of the Aflau traditional area, Tagia Jungagamenya Fete, has asked government as a matter of urgency to fix the Fiti Road, the Komla Dumont Road, and the Diamond Cement Road, especially to the Diamond Cement and then the Komla Dumont Road, which links to Togo, as well as the Fiti Road, but especially the Diamond Cement Road, where there is a company, a huge one, where government collects tax, huge one from them, and the road is so bad. After so many years, and the state couldn't help. MPP is in power. They are not helping either. And the road is so dusty to the extent that when you are even in the car, you are on that road, unless you use an AC car, you didn't like it. And students or school children along that road, we are told, are suffering from respiratory infection, most of them. Now, in Keta, so the 2050 was asking government to do that early so that more revenues will be generated for the state. And he said it will not take anything for the government to do that. Promises by the roads minister recently yielded no result because the road is so like that. The MCE for Keta South, that Elliot Edemagbeno promised that before the end of the year, this year, the road should be constructed. But the residents think that it's one of this political promises, so they don't buy into that. So the leader of the group, Eric Gumado, said they are going to continue with demonstration process as well as press conferences, anything to always put government or push government to do the right thing. Now, in Keta, the issue in Keta yesterday was some people in the assembly are mismanaging funds. They are involved in corrupt practices. They mentioned some names like the MCE for Keta, the DCD, the workers, some workers.
Okay, so Ivy, please hold on here for me. So you are talking about two issues here. One is concerning the Komla Dumont Road and the Diamond Cement Road in Keta. And on the other hand, the embezzlement going on at the assembly. So there are two issues here, right?
Hello?
So please, I was asking that there are two issues here you are talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, there are two different things.
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
I spoke about the demonstration in Aflauda in Ketu South.
Okay.
Where hundreds of residents took to the streets to demonstrate against the very deplorable.
Okay. So, Ivy, we got that part. And on the other hand, too, I have really understood you. But what we want to know now is that, so the chief spoke to which people? He did a press conference, or he released something, or he sat at his palace and sent the government message that their roads need to be constructed, especially from the promise the road minister gave the people in the area.
Yes. Hello?
Hello, Ivy.
Yeah, I didn't get that well.
Okay, so what I was asking is that after the demonstration, which Adom Kasia even used for the news concerning the residents that they are demanding a good roads in their area, you told us this morning that the chief in the area too has sent the government message. And I was asking that he did a press conference or he sat in his palace to send the government message, especially to the road minister, demanding a deplorable, a good road, because the road minister promised them that he will construct their roads for them. Is that not how he told us?
Exactly.
Okay, so I want to know currently, after the chief did that, is the demonstration still ongoing, or is there any person from the government has come back to assure the people in the area that the Komla Dumont Road and the Diamond Cement Road is going to be constructed within this period? Has there been any response like that?
The MC focus is up. Adam Elliot Tagbenowu assured the people that before the end of this year, that is 2021, construction of those roads, especially the Diamond Cement Road, will commence.
Okay.
But the people also think that it's just a promise.
Because they've been doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. And then on the other hand, concerning the embezzlement ongoing at the assembly, please detail on that for us. What actually happened?
Well, we were told that 36 billion cedis cannot be accountable. More like the assembly is in debt, that particular amount, and a lot of corrupt practices is ongoing at the assembly, involving some assembly members, the DCD, DFO, the MCE, issues of funds concerning the outboard motor, COVID-19 fund, the fund for persons with disability. All those ones have not been accounted for, and they don't know where the money is currently, and so that is what is ongoing. So there's the residents, or some residents of Teta demonstrated yesterday for government to send or start investigation into the issue immediately, because they believe some big wings in the party
are behind that.
Some workers are involved in this case, and they want something to be done. They also spoke about the reclaimed lands that were sold cheaply to some people, which was not supposed to be done. The reclaimed lands in Keta, Kedikofe area, those people were affected by the tidal wave so many years ago, so they gave them those lands, but it has been sold to some people cheaply. So they are asking an investigation to be open to these issues. And for now, for over 2 weeks now, according to them, there's a light out. No light at the assembly. Because
over 2 weeks?
Electricity bill, yes.
Wow.
According to the residents.
So,
and even water is also not flowing.
At the assembly?
At the assembly, the Keta assembly.
That's
so
very interesting.
Yes, they want investigation.
But they've been working. The workers at the assembly every day for the past 2 weeks. They go there to work.
Yes, they are working.
But they don't have electricity and water.
No, they don't have electricity. So, meaning, what it means is that if you don't have a laptop, you can't work. If you have to use a desktop and all that, you can't have power to do it. So even if you have the laptop, you have to charge it from home and use it for some time, and then that is over. So workers sit idle because most of them that use this machine sit idle doing nothing, except those that does the manual work in the offices. So that is what is happening. And development, according to the residents, have stalled because a lot of things is ongoing. Only some few people are enjoying, in quote unquote, and the cake is not being shared equally among people. And they want development in Keta, especially when it comes to water. In Anyako, in the Keta municipality. Anyako is one of the ancient towns, a very beautiful island. The water has been a problem there for several years, and nothing has been done about it, despite several appeals from residents to government.
I see.
It's cut across some areas in the Keta municipality has water issues. Some has acute water issues like Anyako, and also some town roads are very bad, and also some bridges linking some towns are not good enough. They are more like a death trap. Some projects that were supposed to have started by now are still there after short-cutting, like Aboko and all, some other projects. A bridge that links to some two villages around at TRV area is still not, or they've not even started after the MCA cut short months ago. So these are some of the issues residents of Keta are demanding government to, as early as possible, look into it and investigate.
Okay.
So that these things are addressed.
Okay, thank you very much. So all this embezzlement is currently alleged, isn't it? It's an alleged issue that the government needs to probe into it to come out with the facts behind those things. So let's end it here. How much did you say is the fund that they cannot be accounted for?
South as well, where residents are calling on government to modernize their market, and also the residents themselves, together with their chiefs, think that the MCA, that's the DCE for the area, Leo Nelson Ajidoga, deserves a second chance because they think he has done so much, and if they appoint another person, the person may not want to continue with the project he has already started, especially the market.
Okay.
Akati has one of the biggest markets in the Volta region. So they went to the Volta regional minister to appeal for their DCAs to Nelson to still be appointed, so that the project started by government can be continued, because, you know, politics, most of the times someone starts a project and the other person comes and doesn't want to continue. So these are some of the issues out of many happening in the Volta region.
Okay, thank you very much, Ivy. Can you please mention the figure for us again?
Hello?
The figure again. You said 30-something billion cedis, right?
Yes,
36
billion cedis.
All right, thank you very much, Ivy. Ebusia for many Ivy setoje na din komo free from Montam etin komo ayedi ye no ye de ba ye die mu a na mabɔ ne tofa ma wo abaako ene se wo mu wo akwan bi wo fro no se Diamond Cement akwan baby a Diamond Cement fo madwuma ne wono na kwan ne so ena wo wo kwan bi nso a ye nyina bra pani komla dumo nyame fa ne kransie ye wo mo edeto no so hwe komla dumo bra bo obo ma Ghana ne wiase na ahwe kwan no a na ese fata so mo ye demonstration ye kire eti wo mo ye pepepe e de akira ban kura akire ho adanse se na no road minister ononyamfo mo kwata kompotem ho ena okose wo mo bose o mu kwan we de na sa kwan akese kura ya na nkitinkiti e be ya mamo ena afe ne se ne hwe wo mti o mo ye kire eno eye baako ena Ketusa Municipal Assembly ho wo mo boka ma COVID-19 fund ba ye de yedi ko school mu de yedi ko ye de ben ni nyina aka bɔ mu a tete Ghana sika no opepepepe eduasa ensia 36 billion cedis ni nyina achi no assembly ho no ankasa no wo mu ni nkane a na wo mu ni nsuo zo msɔre am kɔ adwuma okay eno ye mienu no na de etoso miensa nso wo kyerɛ sɛ omanfo bi nso sɛ wo mu market no a wo mu nipa no wo ho no MCU se DC na hyase no aban maintaining ni ma se ne be ya de wa hyase no obewie enti from Montam nkomo no de Ivy ene ye kan no ne tofa bomu a ene sa Ivy mpacho medase echia from Montam fo nyina afi ma menko kwasi dwamra ho na me ne ono so ni nkomo enfi apoye Montam nkokọ abonte so kwasi maachie
Major so Diamond
medase so aje me so na akwasi onu Montam ho fom ho to say
Nyankopon adaroma.
How no bro so bi kire yen ye wo wi na sala no se de ekeka kono se no so atwa ne foni abata ho amayen.
Yo mini aba me da se de di kan no men hyafe wo nkokọ mo ntenso. Na na se de wo kan se bi nkramufuo omugu omukiriwia. Na ekoba ni se no aya na omukọ kise sport stadium park so nanka omakọji omani akoya sori kase omufuo pa ndesin ko aba fie mo abeji wani. Na yeshafe de nkokọ sport stadium and asade de akoya boachi bidin. Ye beto aba ye 2016 and 24 year 2020 and 24 years former the sport stadium no amma contract nti ye betwa se dia homamu na ye nya de ba TV so man ko fo na hwebi na ye ma sport stadium se de ye no ama contract na ba be tu park ne so ene ade nyina make say de ti nya de so betuma ko di dwumade bia wo so efisa mna na nyama ne wo so nanso contract no e de dwuma na so ho nti ne yi asadre enkramofo ho na nka wo kọ na makobutiri wi akoye omasori kase no ene enya bia se ombetima ko park ne so na wo kompa enya bia se obenya kwan atima ye bibi fi se de eniema ekọ no amo ayedin nti amasa de de okobisa we ya we sie okobisa we okobisa contractor so se minya kwan amekasa nti se nkokọ sport stadium no aya bia anye ne sasa de eda ho ayehu ne bobre ne kabre nti ayawo se mba kwan wo ho no anam so man nkokọ ye okwa United supporters bonto ni se enchekura anhwa oye church pa enom beye e dia kira ban se wo de se onye sport stadium ni pa on level no man ye se the first net ye no nanka on betimi dia yo muduma dia na so betimi dia bo ana so nka duma dia ka sese ye betimi akoye
hokra na obi dua brofo no ho
me pa cho ha
enti ene nka ye de ne ma be kwa kogugu so saa kwa se ne de wo mu yiyi na brofo no wo mu nkodua nka ma ebenya more ne dokono ho
enkare bo papa
okay
and so akoye bo achi bidi ni aba say ye free nkokọ sports stadium dia na ye mfa ye ni kire abrim nkokọ abrim kwan na so na nkokọ abrim kwan na ye kwan bia ati di nta ye na sabi ye kwan na se ne sabi atwatete no aban ye beto aban so no so osade ma contract se ye nhwe ne ye nye kwan no contract na tire mi se wo de mfie mienu na ye kwan no na ohwe sabi wo share kwan na se gidigidi ye beto aban no ene eduru mmiri bi afi kwan no ye no check off form no a makoya de ha dwen sisi ya se ofi nkokọ na wo kwa bemu a emfutura mi aba obedi mu no na me ampata atari fita na wo se de okodu pa nje na de obetumi de akoni tonkura akoya we hosem na sisi ya ide ye hu se contract na toda oba kwan no so na wo de ni machine ye bi kwan no so akusi na wo jato ha obehwa na wasan aba so bi na se wasan bi so na nkema ma wo kọ no avi mu ntune wo mo ka na sabi ye nye contractors de na so say ye kwan na no so akoye abia kofo adwen ho part se eyo how na de as company fotimi bab nanka wo mutimi eka bibi che contractor na so o speedy up and can budget many ye this year what a bring ye na dem te ekodi nkomo na asema na o ka che me se no kre contractor na djuma na o ye no ni percentage o de man no e wo form the something the think about ye do no ono mu de personally e wo form nanso kasatere ne sebe akokra na oguso kokro no ase yenhwesa obetima ye kwan no enti no so akoye abia ba ko a ye aplement mu ha omodwen ho pa
enfiri ho ansa me nua be makwasi na eno no kasatere ne akrokro ye de ma contractor owo na kade na yetua ne ka ne ama no ho akade se wonye dwuma ene ye se hia akrokro ne kasatere ma no ana se ye de ne kanti yan krokro no ne nya ne kasache no de wonye ma yesa na kire yetua
menya ba sabi DCU kan ye no wan kase ebia sikase ma na se kantina amane kasa dicha wo kan na ne se bra contractor ni ja na eduma to ho no okobisa no se eduma no abenchi ne waja to ho asema wo kan se no workers no mo ye eduma no ebi ni mo nya eye covid yare ya ba ye bi nti sabi na akoye ne he se omu break eduma no kakra ena omukofo omuho ya ye san ba nti ekoba sa na akoye se wuntimi mfa o sedin den to ne so ya ya de wuntimi mfa na nti se no nti ne mane ka se ya kokro ne nyema kakra
afedi emuada ho because na me nim ne nti esese ye krokro na ye nya kasa kire but se de wa kire mu no ye fa ne sa fa ba ko bi na na ka wo ko so boye ho amane no
afi yemfiri brim na yenko kade na watwi mu na beto dwa se MPP ye branch a wo kwa brim na omo ye hye omo nchom ho ase woni ma bi mu se enche na NCDC sa ban do omo ba ye no omo aduma ba ye na sa ban bo afofo din ana se wo ma wo ho no a etresi bia omo san transfer na ekoba se eye fence kwa brim ho no nkofo bi atwetwe mu ti atese omo ni ya ye den a anhwa that MC Yakunya walk by the dream and as a cabino on the Jackson. Now, the Omokan said, Omo the MPP in 24 on the account in Kwa, Manka Omoy or Bar, Manka watching about the D economy. Now, Mamma Bakwa, our my friend gift your salary, do not friend on him. Said, yes, he account 1 to Abampo per day, and Abam Petua. Aba ntoswa so nanso enye ni odi ebe zemo no ansha na mpelifo bi se bia oyadwuma na so oyabe enu ti aban mo ni bi na mo pede NPP constituency ne ka kire mampani ka ne chewo se wo mo sere no anda obeyi oba a mo pe na emom se eye yeniaba eye gifti asale do na fe no ahema no de wo mo sere no a ma wo mo ni di efise wo mo ni no constituency ni mo na wo mo pe obi kura mpodi a ene ne nkaye ye mami gifti nyako a wono nanka ye constituency of women's organizer wono nanka wabba dwuma che a ebidi sa ekunenima nka be adwuma enti ehon so omo ye ntontofo nhye mu ameka sei omo de to ye mampani ani mu de chauta ene ma na se MC yakunya na de so omo koyi sa maame no a e be koye wo haw enne sebe eni brese mama hemfu nyina kra do mo ho agimu se anfunye politics de na enso sa maame ndo mo de ne ba anfo no entimi ayo enjuma mo
ya ti ase enti minu abema akwasi jamna anopai mene ahwefo yedase
nso me da mase
abusia enti de akoso we poemantamo yedi nkoma fa abremu kwan no so de abepue kede yempe no aben obedi yennoa ne yemoja mu fitamu ma yentuensi ho na obi medi dabi okay eno so yenkoma akoso ewo epoye mantamonti yedi sankomo na wie afa yenkwa etifendo mantama hinkro tamala abonten so Iliasu enso wo ho Iliasu mpacha mache
Eyedamo
na pom to say
Yemiadomo
yedanyame ase na yesasie fi enen kramofo dai na afa yenidi nkomo na ne fa nko wie de ekoso wo mpotem ho misro yetio
Okay said ye nyina enim no akomtra yede ehhehel so bosome ba kono abayiye ane na eye sala no etimi ekoso enne no so be piem ewo achievement improve on tamalemu a bibia trese bibia ekoso na ye bo afro enne ehwe because said in 2040 kind 2 just said afidie no ye nya ne se afra na sa afre enfi abakemu no esan se COVID-19 na aba say one person of so die in no omo trese baby a we wa sorry ayo juma no ho ena ko na enedi no obekọ na wakwa so anaka na wakwa ye osala kama na bibia etimi ayi no yi nti eba asa na yekoko he na na yekoko he central mosque kamale nyina na tidro ntimi na central mosque yekoko he ekodi ye no eye mosque no mu na ekoko ukopie mu okufu a omo central mosque na omo ye no that's na okopie ka for here central mosque ka for here na omo ye no nti central mosque ahodo na ho na eye ndesala no ana senya me frɛ no eba beko so anopai na eye announcement eye central president imam no edi tuja the chief imam no no tamal hadi tuja trese enne no COVID-19 wo hihye nti no ye pese ye sala isa itamkra nti ba seven tech no bia ewo eye babi obest friend nyame enne na so ebo eye 8 o'clock na tete bibia tina tete so ya yiri prefo na bibia afan after the
okay
na COVID-19 wo se ebi ke say Veronica Baker tell me ho nsa na ode sanitizer ni woni na no e ya de a ye pepepe e wo hanim say sanso na openi ni bituja tete wa obekọ mox bia mu make sure say wo share no smart asa na wo wura tete ta wo ni che no smart na enya de for mema kwan na wo tinye wiem na wakwa akoso na se wo so pese osumo pa de na se unya no smart kama the crack so has the deal. Your house, we are the officer for men, I can serve now, and I'm a friend of time, no absent to be the officer friend of Konano, be a bit of no master, or more Eddie, or the one young chairman, the Prano, the Prana, they are, except a royal grab or Beshe, and it's all kinds of champion 42 gamma. How much say and Costono, a idea, depending 4 months what it's about the man also. I think I had to come apart and who in your process. Have a bamboo for so be a Amawaye, the 24 HA. Now, say, yeah, can say, no, your combat, I did see a back here, so, yeah, I'm put them, myself, my home was okay. Send a air force now, Diamond, by the other for the ano, what's it? I could come crime from pipe. Of just a march that I be here, your combat, yeah, I say, take food a day, take the beer, and it's all right. Said yeah, and then, no ever the cost was 6 months of money. Make not at the any day, if you did enough from my field, be at the office, and her to baby no, now, so and I'm the much like I was to move. Not what you may do. And then,
so, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's so charm for Nina Chair. You who are so down or you who are more quite sorry. You who were more can or motor, Nadia, dinner. I am not a one across it. Mohoni Momo, motor, yes, saying any pado do chino. Obeho say a better dean. Name Mono, a fem hanum say no. A send or so motor no so no nan codedi. Now so a fast away moody, yes, Renyame. Enti Iliasu, only namon potam with it. Now come crofo just a mow. Na unu froyem na chese wonso nyame dwuma no na wo boa ma id na koyie ai meso me da spa Iliasu abusia for me ne Iliasu ena din komo free etifin domantam sane ne id no ekoso ewo ho ena wetwa ehomfoni ede akyereye no yesreka bio say en hyehyede a Greater Accra Regional Minister ene Sheikh Nuhu Shaributu doctor womodia egu fem no Abusia pani wo fie a eye yesi pani ne wo fie adue entimi kra de ye mahoho a menye kramoni de anso ye mahoho pa se o my ganem nkramofo nyina mo wo pani bi sei edamo no ne fie kɔ nanim na eba no ewiase abrabo se enidie ne kronkron yem ni ahobrase a owo bi na okasa emu mabunu ntie Odi ebukompo her last year, her last 2 years, her last 3 years, her last 4 years, kosi last 5 years. Ona fofo na woni omo ya akonche no. Eda na amugu no say ya idi no. Na okotwi moto brum brum ma moto ne so. Enne idi amudi wo ye saman ne tu hofo. Asempetia. Enti happy Eid to obia. Eni anom mafisem komo chiche na yedi ye. Yashe perfume ho asem ena yashe manta mahodo miensa ne ekoso ewo ho mi wo JSS no ena JHS na mi wadamfo bi ne efra no Ajara to Kasim na Ajara to Kasim hwe me kakra wo school me kaso hwe me a no ye madamfo pa se otaduane obeto bia mame otompa bo obeto bia na ne mame ye store wo bo adua ene oba kwansi na egu ni botom se no wie o Sani e di amano mi da Ajara to share me. Ajara to baby awo bia me mo official pa. Mate se wo South Africa. Na se waba se oda so ho. Ajara to me da se pa e mo official pa na edu ma konche ni se ya ono onni di o. E so ne ma me kwanse no e na me kese no wie o because ne ma me ye store. Ajara na wie o. Ana ne de ma o. Ono ontaduane ni bi ni. E so be ma me sika akoto. Ajara to me da so akai pa nyame hira me ma oni awo ni o ma me nom sister donkonom ne boadua pepefo ni nyina barka da sala ora safrajen so wo apologize mpacha onso me ma barka da sala me se twi wo nten so bi bete aka chiro enti happy Eid to you ena Ishak wonso mafasha kronkron yi odi me pa ebo na se ne woda na dia e kire nkramosom papa no Nyankopon tie wo mpaebo na ono so na saa di nkyerɛ na nyamenya wadoye efise wo wayɛ adoye a e ka akoma ebusia efisem koma twetwe no me de si ha no sei e man kramofo nyina efi mampani abede akye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene ne yere Samiratu Bawumia e de kosi kramoni bia ne momofra nyina ne mobia afisiapa na makai obi o sei kai wachi na hwe wunua ne wadamfo no na no mudi Eid na okoye mensem enti wawuo no wahu mu moto no ne mu ka hwihwi no onua na wawu no ne tu hofo fi se alam pesa barka da sala to obibia abusia bidin de mame chira diamond me mo ache eda se ama he kwabra sante ne abejafo de mpensem mo eto awso.
I was sent to the National Security to have an interview. This was like 2 years ago. And on my way out, I saw some cars parked there, white Chevy cars. And it had weeds growing all over them. I got to understand they were the Maslow vehicles that were caught up in some controversy. So I shared that and I was like, these are...
You shared them?
Yeah, I shared the picture on social media.
When was this?
This was, the first time was pre-COVID, long before COVID.
Okay.
So when the Fix the Country Now conversation started, I went to look for it and I shared it again. I was like, this is what is getting people angry, and they're saying that you should fix the country because there are a lot of young people out there who are unemployed and all that. Well, there was a backlash, there was a pushback. I was told that I was wrong and that those cars had since been allocated to various people and they were no longer there.
These are the cars parked
under the shed.
Under the shed.
Right by the wall.
Okay.
So I was just about making my way out of the gate. And then there was this man in a car in there who saw me and said, hey, where are you going? And then I said, I became jittery. I said, I came to see someone, but the person's not there. He said, who was that? Basically, he had seen me. So he was like, why were you taking the videos? And then I said, I'm sorry. I tried to explain to him why I came. He wouldn't listen. He raised the alarm and said, arrest him. So he effected that call. And by
Do you
this
know
time,
around what time is this? Is it 2:30, 3?
So this should be, in fact, I lost
sense of time.
True.
But this was on your way after you had done your...
Precisely.
Do you know how long you spent in there before you were coming out?
Oh, I didn't do more than 20 minutes. It was really, because I've done something.
So it was a short time?
It was a really short time.
So he raises an alarm, and then what happens?
And then they come at me, and immediately I panicked. So I decided to share some of the photos I had taken, particularly of the white cars, which was my focus, with
Zoe,
my very good friend.
So whilst they were coming for you, you did that?
Yes.
Okay.
Just so that, and in my thinking, they were going to forcibly take the phone and delete it and caution me and say, walk out of here or something like that. So I sent the videos to Zoe. But it turned out they were more, they were bent on showing me, they were bent on dealing with me, because then they took me to a small post when you enter the...
On the left.
On the left. There's a mango tree there. There are a number of police officers there. So by this time, a plainclothes gentleman had come and was like, yeah, these are the people who are causing blah, 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 blah.
No, don't say blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they said they are causing problem for us already. There is tension in the system and they are trying to kind of, so...
Just take your time. So the gentleman who raised the alarm had seen you recording some video near the cars that you were on the way out.
Yeah.
He raises an alarm. And what did they accuse you of when they initially raised the alarm?
First, they were like, how did I get in there? Forced entry or something like that. So then they take me to the police post where we met DSP Azugu. By this time, the gentleman in plain clothes had gone ahead of us to tell everybody that I had come there, I had breached the protocols, and I was trying to cause them some chaos and trouble. So all the police officers there became very agitated and aggressive towards me.
So the way he reported what you were doing got them angry?
Yes, infuriated. And so they took me to a smaller office. I showed them my ID card to tell them that, look, I'm from City. I agree. I shouldn't have taken them. Let's delete it and please let me go. But they wouldn't. They took me to see Azugo. I showed him my ID card. He said, where are you from? I said, City. Who do you know? I said, Richard Mensah. Then he called Richard. I didn't even give Richard's number. He called OJ. And so by the time he spoke to OJ, in my mind, then it was going to be sorted. By this time, they had taken my phone, and they were looking through my chats. And they found out that I had sent photos to Zoe. that is when the gentleman started chatting Zoe as though I was the one talking to him. So I understand. They said, take a statement. They pushed me. I sat on a chair. They slapped me from the back. And they were...
Which of the people are you talking about?
The police officers. These are men in uniform. Some were bearded. They had guns.
Did you see any names?
Masks. Unfortunately, no. But I heard names like Osei and Owusu. Those are the names that I heard. So then...
And this is still in the small office?
This is still in the small office, very close
Azugu's
to
office, near the mango
office.
tree.
Yes. So I saw a very elderly policeman. He looks like the traditional policeman you see, because these were younger, with beard, more brazen. I was trying to appeal to them that I've worked with police before. I've heard, just please, sort of go out to them. By this time they had beaten him like, oh, what will make a cry? But they was just still slapping me from the back. You'll be talking to another one, then someone will just come and slap you from the back, and you feel dizzy at once. And it's like, it was so fast.
In that same...
Well, so sad, and when I make us a many full briefing, say, but I'm not paid yet. What I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, we need to really talk about this. But before, Mamenda Educhumwam Rosa, I say, Kenya's #1 hima, and rather Adoyesum Kwayama in Kremofua, a war Kenya's #1 of region. A morning and Nama Hoda Chabom, and I am a Onkwaso. Namachia, your capital, Gosu Fujina, and the Gosu, a year my Hinebakope, and Abosum Pra. Nana, good morning. My making can we answer a year or being for and Nimdi for anybody in Komono. Menatwaso. Pray. A tear just ran down listening to bits of playback of Caleb telling the torture he suffered. He wasn't resisting the unlawful arrest. He was in handcuffs and on his knees while being kicked and slapped. Check this. The torture increased and was witnessed by some big officials of the national security he thought would stop it. Believe everything he and Zoe have been saying. I have dealt with poor citizens who have suffered unlawful treatments at their hands. Think about it. This was not covert and no crime was committed. Keep doubting these consistent, frequent complaints of torture and unlawful treatment and conduct by the regime, by the regime security until you suffer it. May those defending now remember how they joined us to condemn National Security Advisor Baba Kamara for ordering the arrest of that MD over the taking of pictures of those cars in 2016. The story was actually brought to my attention by a man loud in the defense today who is now in government. There were a couple more than they joined the media and civil society to denounce God lives. Making kind of. Well, last time, good morning.
Morning.
It's on catch it. Bibiana mne kwazo.
Ajose.
Esi bibiana mne kwazo de.
Oh.
Deɛ makenkan wo na ɔkyerɛ yɛ.
Aye.
Na wɔtie national security for deɛ wɔkyerɛ yi.
Ɔmo ti dɛn.
Na wontie hwee firi ɔmo, wontie hwee na wɔakɔkyerɛ si.
Ada mi nim sɛ ne ɔmo yɛ ɔmo adwuma.
Because obi so adwe nkyɛn ne sɛ nka wotie deɛ national security for nso bɛka. Ansa na ebi a also the sanse mu ya beto. Omo yɛ ɔmo adwuma ne sɛ.
There's a story in the Bible, and the question was as to whose report you will believe. as we sit here now, with the benefits that I know, Ejuma Medi, Nipa, Sebi, Omwakudi National Security in Sem, any Niama Yedia Yo Mwami, Nimudano. Stories are a Caleb, a country, you know. Any idea a different. It is consistent. And this corroborates even more the frequent and consistent stories that poor citizens have been telling, that we are not listening. And then, is it not the same entity that Azugu admitted the wrongs that they committed at the Ayawaso West Wugon Commission? Recommendation, I demand say, yeah, Francis Sanyama, recommendation, no, Yaya Mwejuma. Yaya Mwejuma, Kaono, or that one, and a social Emma, how many men armed with guns, you know, take this little guy, you know, Caleb, do you know him?
Yeah, minimum.
Very lanky, small looking man, and you put him under handcuffs. Get him to kneel down. I believe every bit of what he said. Nyokani na mijidi means down to back. Mamen came to and found in the national security and then I will not disbelieve the guy. When they look, Omuji in the phone, what they shared narration, what went on. Zoe Abu Bedu, and so I confirm a certain narration. Any one said. Bro. What get guy in the phone? And I will use the phone now. The young kono didn't come to say a color and on his way it didn't come on. Now down. You don't do that. You don't do that.
But over time, lawyer Fache me there because when I'm running, we won't him there. Ababa to say the Yajia Tum say that institution the omutimi etu anamon bia omugidie mu no omu wo sa anamontuo no ho kwan
oman ni that institution no that institution no free we mu na beto e form ayemra and edit that institution by me boa
no correct
emra na edit that institution by emma omutumi so omu ye police ejuma ni omu ye ni police ejuma emma omutumi so omu ye police ejuma jare na omu ye na sabi yeso yatena ho ni ye hwe atena ho na ehwe na ayekoso emra pon no se tumi a edimu kese ewo oman no mu no eye yen the citizens no and ewo yensem. Article 1 of the Constitution say the ultimate power, sovereignty of Ghana, nyame na make Constitution na eka resides in the people, in whose name and for whose welfare all powers of government must be exercised. Inti emrapon no say to me ewo oman mu ina eye me dia ena sebe ye yu esi o se wo hwe di enim na hwe so na eboaye ni etu mu esi o se wo security.
But lawyer, you remember the way for us, another school of
no na me kan ko sini say o se answer yes ye na ya na ho ye hwe
exactly. Well,
India ebekoso akoso no sebi say ya nye wo say ebekoso akoso me say dey na e Caleb ekwo say okutwa mu mfoji say ye cars me boa
cars
okay cars no when sika na editor
Ghana yanka say ya to ya gigi sika na editor
no mienu ye sika na editor
yeah
cars no wo senya na cars no na ewo ho no ya ka se Steven Amu aka che Dr. Steven Amu aka che say omaton ana omoyi beye 90% free ho ansa na omoyi 90% free ho umu se car no tebia na ense na esi ewo ho car munu chen ayakoto omani ni udi usika mu udi usache oboto mu yisika ekoto car would be see we am and see all the time.
No.
Na baby etino nwura efu.
Debbie.
Na nwura no kra e kataka no so.
Debbie.
Me nu e wo man mu ha. Yen journalist yeso yen ye adwuma. Ene agi yen aye sika saa koto ne efe no Galloper.
Yeah.
Ene adi ko see
local government Madina
Institute of Local Government.
Yeah.
In fear be 20 years. Na etisi ho. Na politicians no e dey about politics. Na cars no at say odi ya share nye ye sika ene adi yes ah. Itinka journalist ye adwuma yi a anka ta cars no e beti ho mfie bro almost 20 years na esi ho kwa. Nipa ehwe so no bosumi bia ye tua oboka. Omo mreso na omo di omo adwuma egu ho a ni asa atam sika. Fudo ne dia ahye omo nsem so omo nje nkodi na omo na efata omo. Na cars no si ho abra oman mu nkrofo a yakọ university ewie yenya adwuma nye na wo di esika akoto cars di esi okwa esei nwura na eji cars no ho afa na journalist sorry say opese okọ twa ho fonyi no ka asem a wo se utikwa apa wo se waye de
a restricted area a no-go area a trespassing a no picture, no movement, no walking, no parking area.
Emrabe ne kansa. Se obi odi na no aka na se watro ebo edan no ho no. E tire se ye mra. Sa na ehihye mra wo mai mu. Ko sori a wo pa na wakotro dan ho se aha ye security zone tie mu obi antu ni nansi ha. Ena security zone kwa boni ben ena akoso boni ben.
Akotwa mfonyi bra oni kwanzo otwa sa mfonyi no.
Enu no boni ben a.
Se wa wura obi hiem a onya west wa wura ni hiem.
Kwan hiem.
Ghana ye bambo adwuma ko baako.
Omani ni. Che ena se uko wura so de yam fan sebi se wafom mpo a. Se wofom na police for chill. Ye chiwa ade a ye de omo femu sa na ye nipa. Ebura mo bo no abra handcuff ehye ni sem niema no ebutu fom na nkrofo twa na so mfiri n'echi no. Sa na emra no kire se ye de adwuma o man mu. Enya ade a wo se ye soso so baako. Na omo amu minimum ade a bi mu dwen a sebe omo kekan se minim ne ekoso. What's going on in this country?
But it's becoming worrying because I'm sure Sembusa say yakura na eni omo chinche eni di omo chinanu dey for bebe 10, 15, 20 years ni. Ayeti say obinya wura sa tibia ni mu na so koye bambo for national security BNI national obi obefiri obaba bia no adanse ode ba no ye inhumane treatment. In fact ye treat nipa utie wono nsemo maka ye nua ya okoba ya ye bo waso firi wachi ye bo yem ye say ye kikansem a teze obusa na me ye hokwo kra mo treat me say eti na busa o say ya gia tum se ho no de okwa torture time disgrace inhuman treatment ye dey ma wana because that's what has been happening and all of us
emra no say emra na ya hihye wo man mu a eno ena ye ewo say ye di so no ese sebe se obi aye boni mpo a na wo tie na ube abra wo be chi no article 14 say hakire no ewo a language in which he understands boni a waya enti wo chi no mini uti he obi an kan kire ye say Caleb any zoe ye be chi omo ye kan say boni we na why Nienti a ehusu hia no ne say ye bra pon no bi article 19 say 11 say bibia nya boni confirm say ya twro ewo ye mra humamu ato adekro no din say adekro no eye boni na so tue no so yatro ewo yemrapo yatro yemrem enti constitution say wo be wo kwachi nipa say wa ye boni a bona amane say osimesi de ni say no aye etia emra wei nti na ya becho woka enu kire no bia na afei waka kire no bi mu say owo ho kwan se onka hwe esanse asem bi obeka bia ye betime die etia no e wo court dem enu etwa ho a na akaba akwa wo so ka kire nipa no wo so ka kire ni say owo akwanya emra ma kwan se utimi efre lawyer ni a ono apɛ na obeden obeta na chi no oboa no e wo se ne asem no ebekɔ enti say ye gina he yen obi amo ya mane say boni wenti ene ekɔkye hwan ana apesu chi obi wie so a so wugi ni bibi a e woni nsem te say ni gadgeta emra kwan mu no sa de kura wugi no enya ade a wuko use as evidence of the crime a woni hutu mi say obedi na say ube use as evidence of crime mpo na wugi a emra ma ho kwan na wugi wi a woni hutu mi say ubebiem na wa hwe ne ewom say ye gadget no say wo phone say ye wo laptop this a court na ma wo kwan no webiem
but ye biem da o
say wo emra na wo di ye aduma e na emra na ma otumi say kwachi obi emra na ma otumi na wo di o say wo di ye aduma wo so wo mfa emra no nya aduma.
But lawyer, the okay, Anna, may share the attributed to the GGA president. Quite you see, Mamen King came out. The City FM journalist who was arrested by the police for filming the national security premises erred in doing so. President of the Ghana General Association, Roland Alfamoni, has said. He said, Caleb broke the ethics of the profession by filming the security premises. I quote, Caleb erred as far as our ethics are concerned. He clearly breached the ethics relative to Article 13 of our own Code of Ethics, which specifies journalists should take pictures through fair, straightforward, and honest means, unless tampered by national interests. Caleb shouldn't have filmed without permission, and Caleb should have realized that that place is a security zone. In every security zone, the security laws apply. It is a no-go area as far as photography is concerned, and its violation of regulation might have triggered the overreaction from the security operatives. His interest here is not so clear. From the face of it, we believe he erred. And this is the body that we all take cover as journalists. And this is their position because it's coming from the president.
Ade omahini your friend is saying afemoni oye emra anase oye court enche bia na multimedia efia poku ene efia poku ani ades ye buomo se omu koye adwuma wo
National Health Insurance.
Your friend is saying
National Health Insurance.
Afia Jojo Kobina, any other so, Ekonya, Samosa, Emma, Okova Napoe, Emma, police for Kochi or Muji or Moniama. Nina Midi, any medical court. Court no can say. That article, DJ President Akutu. The journalist who compare assembly at 1 year. Akwenya wo se ubisa enye national security nkwa na wo kwa wo se ubisa say wa die me pese o kirikire me mu ana say we pese me twa ho fonye ni ayi but enwa na wo kan ye no ankasa so kan ye no kan ni etwa to wo no say adekro no eye ade a eye in the public interest ba ansem na edi kan kano ni na mbem Are there journalists no koye? Is it a matter of public interest or not?
It's a matter of public interest.
So what's he talking about? Menene nyaadwen. Ena me ma court ama court aka esisu dua. Eno na me de beye adwuma nya ne ono no ka na me de beye adwuma. Ena yebisa ye ho bio. Yem fa ne say we breach GJA code. GJA code no buswa. Asotwe no anything. The police becho. Omani ni yimano ubu GJA code one. Police na cho.
There be any police na cho.
Adena with the police now say chino.
Wow.
If you break the GJA code, are you arrested by police? And if you are arrested, must you be beaten?
Well, last something like I made that say for this brief engagement. I'm sure Nami your take, you know, they be at into where say escape that. Your take will be on.
Yeah, me guys now film na me no me ma tibia anti.
Okay.
Me tie we no ahame pa.
I know.
Who dey show way?
I know.
Who Caleb ni body a. Then go na who body wanti bono.
Yeah.
Hand confession is that. Why then? So I hope you are there.
Okay, so an interesting message Ambassador, on this matter. An intelligence officer says that you determine obi or no obi bone by size or shape or color. Everybody is a potential person.
I rubbish that. Throw that into the dustbin. Throw that into the dustbin. The person who said it, if he doesn't say so, he can't get his daily bread. Is that what is causing him to say this? If the one who was treated that way was his relation, will he say what he's saying? Say onu nebusia bi anase nipa bi oben no ne de we ye na obeka ne okeka no. Ne omu ye no emra ma ho kwan ana eno ne ne ewosi ebisa. Ne omu ye no emra ma ho kwan. Omu mra no mbeka se emra ma omu kwan se ye chiw na ye di handcuff egu nsa e wo se ye de na wo ye ma wo butu fom ne ebubo asum. Omu nka ntre ne entie. Ani e chiw so ayenka oboni a waya entrew. Ombe ye no anu no nyai ne mo kaka.
Oya Samsalade, me da si peace waje biso ni akasa. Well, lawyer, na dey ultimate say abem and me nua so tie dey na dey bebem mo. Elvis Akwaba.
Ye nua wan.
Elvis Dako, one of our finest journalists, in fact senior journalist, or not just a journalist. I call him controversial. Later, I will show a workshop with Biano. O agency and minister of money baby. Questions or baby and wow, free move your boys the next time. No, oh, Baba prepare ye. You could try whom need back by a bar. Elvis is a drink bar, plus other matters. Which you say, obey my boy in the conversation. Equaba. Well, Yasabe, the moon I must here try and come on to one say. Elvis Akwaba, you, that's for your time too. I'm sure sweaty lawyer something lad in come on here do one say. Now you agree to the work?
Oh, Bibia okay, me adwin pa. Me adwin for 100%.
You are not bothered about say, the president of a professional had a contrary opinion about.
Oh, no, the okay na nyasa sambi ni.
Oh, Debbie.
One statement okay say if it is of public interest. On what can when the statement no can more. Into how then do you go ahead to condemn the gentleman? On person catch me say ampa sa brand ni kwa kocho car say di o man sika na di ato say ampa say na caliber can say do kotra master car say park over a ban sika di ato cars ye to yansa na MPP aban ba power MPP aban is in their fifth year okay in office now say still cars need to one pro on person catch me say any national interest and
go through the process.
Which process?
Go through the process.
Is it this? Which
an
process?
Appointment.
Book an appointment. Yeah. Is it every day you book an appointment?
David.
See, journalism, people should understand that there are several ways of doing journalism. More beyond the restricted journalist say, everything you do has to go through this process. Say, me Felisa process me far, me some kind of information now. I will use another angle to get my information. And then I ask, ejuma no even FIFA etumi ban amanfo because of Anas ejuma. I want to ask those who are making the argument. Anas could be sa permission say kwesi nyan tete mate say wo gi bribe.
Dabi.
Enti mpe say me call from you emra wo gi bribe. Why na be ma was permission? You see, so there are some things on. Mama yema asemo no baby eda no ma yenka. Me say in yes afani nyina the interest of public and national security considerations no they clash everywhere in the world.
But I almost they are an island on their own. Omo jina omo kwa untimi mba homba ye dey say.
Sa na omo pesa omo chire na yes afani nya sa na tie. The public ni say yen and amuye adwuma ma yen. It is the amuye na ye pese ye hu. Omo so ka kire ye say enye bibi omuye bia na say ye den. Ye hu. There is this conflict between public interest and national security considerations. And yes, after never be a war. Ukan America, ya chairman for filming public buildings. Ukan UK, a war ya chairman for filming public buildings. It is because of this need of the public, say, I see who diamoye, and almost see the BM. It is for me, for national security to arrest somebody, say, we believe, say, I should no photographer and yes, Obaha. And ya the for Ghana. You are financial also. But sir, you go ahead to give the gentleman the kind of treatment. And the and the NJB believe the gentleman can say the way they raided City FM. MIA believe say what the gentleman is saying might be true. And I'm going to say, oh, coach, you be sitting by City FM. Is it an armory? Year 2 or 1.
And I'm a king intelligence officer there, but I want to say you are not a determinant of how the security should operate.
And I may be sano. Intelligence when exercise City FM a 2 who to Omukwa. Three pickup trucks.
But you don't know what probably they might have.
They have nothing. They said they are going for a video. They didn't. The information in Chester they were going for any ammunition. And it's a City FM that's an established institution. Obi any be a City FM war. Now see nipa ba ko pe e wo be video bi akodi no na wo kodia. What for 3 pickups of policemen, plain clothes and uniformed policemen. Ono mukite AK-47 ye best 7. Aden Bonnie Ben and the Bonnie Ben Crantia. I say the cars back miensa with armed policemen. Eddie Cosity say koji video. Aden intelligence when the City FM now. Akudi bi was a police for some koji video. Obi be shoot to Is it you know? I don't know the public spectacle. I put it up in going to City FM no. Clearly shows say whatever the gentleman is saying no has to be believed because they demonstrated publicly that they are not friendly to people they are dealing with by their own actions by going to City in that manner. Kwaya mo fa so ko hono mo no. Emma credence say they are branch any can you imagine. What stops you from one policeman going to City FM say ye penny say wa fro bi wa say video bi abedi on famra or say on farm jumara and now who are there jumara no ye person asem ni nyina na nesu ni nti ye srawo my son nipa no na ye nyina ye nkona de say ni mpacho what will have happened. So why do we need policemen with AK-47 rifles? And we have seen the CCTV videos. They can't deny it because the video is out there. CCTV videos are police from roofing come as if they were in the war field with AK-47. Equally one journalist.
Well, in Colombia, meeting, almost the national security for the entire Kasa. Inti Ghana for him the Akosu no Mugusu Kasa. Even though say import of the guy's vestation, they use the word deception. Guy came through a deceitful means or shobi. Anna the minister's office. Na enye kure. Again, there are specialized vehicles here. Any kwanse even the kind of vehicles or now this is what the guy was filming and talking about certain things that not enkuye. That's the
brand can side in the yeah. So almost
they don't talk.
And that's why why is it that in America the national security speaks on issues if it is important? Obia be trackers, some fans say maslock cars, but be trackers be until to me because they are brand and can say maslock and then you now say no why I know what's the implication about that. Because even the Joint Chiefs of Staff in America, they organize press conference and brief the public about things. And the say, are they more powerful than the Joint Chiefs of Staff in America? The Joint Chiefs of Staff in America say all the security heads, ACM, I'm a map press conference, catch your mind and say, I said we say net here. And the more be catch the national security in Casa, are they the only national security in the world? Yeah, who national securities around the world who come out to explain issues. There's someone here can say, I brand this a more bono. The treatment in their manner no. Mu titil, mu torture. The NTA say, a crime of fast the course City FM no. I'm a young say you are not friendly to people. Because Nipa back on the City FM, oh, Samuel Sana Bernard. This is what has happened. Caleb is in our possession. But you saw the identity money Nipa say. Inti ya ba muma ya sani pano penyi ba kun kai na yenyi na yenko sort out. And all this spectacle will not have happened. But for you to go with 3 vehicles, can it do now? Police for rule as if say some warfield. Now police nikita AK-47. Read the narration by City FM staff. Almost a car when they saw the police with the guns and the anger with which they came. Some of them started running. Total trauma. Is that how we have to work in this country? It's a democratic country. And this is more bizarre. The NTMG can say this is the action you put up in the full glare of the public at City FM. And in your hidden place, who said the Akalebo can to me? And this has been a consistent narration by anybody that's directed by national security. And then what are we talking about? Is that what we are trying to believe? Are they? Please, national security is there to protect this country. They are not there to be intimidating the citizens of this country.
Are they intimidating?
That is what they have done. With what they did at City FM, with the action they put out at City FM, clearly they are there to be intimidating the public. And nobody should entertain that. Because if in the public, I'm out for any war, this is a media house, you must be aware. If you are security alert, you must be aware that they have CCTV camera. And you go and put up this spectacle, the video is out there. And you want to tell me that in your hidden cupboard, you are rather more civil. How will I believe you? In your hidden cupboard, look at them say you are more civil than what you put out in public spectacle. How will I believe you?
Okay.
Because I believe you to be more careful because you know say where you're public. I'm out for me. But if you could behave this way in the public, how do you expect me to believe you say in your own cupboard there are public spectacle when you don't do worse than that?
I feel no kind when my main car service dark senior journalist now. And if you get in kind of something like that, didn't come. You near Caleb, you near Bazoi, in some CCA, on the national security for community. And other matters, indeed. Yeah, caution, you be the galam saying, come on, Brebema, fix it in Swadron, Chebe Brebaba, not in the PJ. It's a special day for our Muslims, brothers and sisters. Indeed. And Kremofore Koso, like I said, this is your day, this is your special day from the chief imam to the last person. We wish you Eid al-Adha. So every Muslim, and a special day, enjoy with the family. But Emarinfi, baby, our my gun and be COVID won't share, as you celebrate, as you enjoy, as you have fun, observe the protocols. They're very, very important. Now we have a new minister, Lands and Natural Resources.
The national security force. National security say they are serious institution. Omunye carport and talk. And it is a master of cotton the cars. You will come on deep that the catcher say cars and prices are inflating to mumpe because muntin a cracker and buy. But mu compare prices, say cars no on talk no mu be at to into mumpe mun talk no. And a problem about all these mass cars. When the national quarter prosecutor of Chroma say yes, more inflated price of cars. And it's a car now the public money at on a pro no because can want them public in one. They are prosecuting the people that were accused of inflating the price and can be in here. Why should the national security premises become a carport? The master can turn the car. No to me, Tom. I say if I go national security, but at the national security, do more
a zone is secured.
That's secured for what? Secured for security and intelligence. It's not secured for selling cars. Please, we need to be able. Only say ambulances are. Yet toya and the mama now are binary jet is a substandard. Only say a national security premises. Oma he who say me talk ama one man specification. Makoto car na about service with auto substandard can mean pay. Me ye. Na me made the who oma he na court. Say what's man say me to do who in the substandard. Why when I say can wo? And then me koto car no ba na say can wo. Ba can wo.
They say open.
And that open. So why is the government is in possession of the ambulances they have rejected? A park on national security premises. Please, governance, see, let's not reduce institutions to certain level. Obi abetme onim say na what chechemu ye chinipa 33 or Atiwa forest. So mu ye galamsey. Yeah. Omo show me national security for. Because of the way you do your things, Obi Kodin in court was it be national security. Nipa 33 actually omo accuse omo ye galamsey with Atiwa forest no. Omo say njam because omo fi national security. Information minister and the next obechire omo say debi, hwe mo ma ye nyina kire say profo no omo nye national security. So if the national security is being alert and smart, they'll realize that kind of poster, no, Emma amount for so they should desist from this kind of monster lifestyle as if they are intimidating the citizens. Because and then I can only security cry. It has moved to cyberspace and artificial intelligence. And yet all the be COVID by a one sickness. A biological weapon. Damage across COVID across two atomic bomb to me kunipa sa. So North Korea for atom bomb no mokano. Ye two and necron to me kunipa do COVID de kuma da se kunipa. Nti ye ka security ni ehun asema. It's no longer about say mikite two amid run nipa. Yes, sir, national security. This notorious name why they am say national security oko ye be bro ye be ye we say no. It is not good for their own image. It's not good for the institution's own image. If they want to be respected, one person man for boom say we no mu boy who buy. Sa suban no ese omo kasa omo nyai. One omo timu ye say omo yi omo nyina di. No mo fa enkrofo a omo ti security and intelligence ase. Omo de be yi adwuma be bo omo. But this kind of showmanship and I make an say ohwe CCTV video CCTV from release say time omo ba this is what the ohwe we yembe show say na we adwuma ho na all of a sudden, from nowhere now, Kami and Sabana police for na Obiakute AK-47 man, me kwame jane. Because me name the SCA na so police for with to ebe rami officer me jane akotete. Ye nyesa, ye Ghana for. Ye nya omo boni bia. Ye amfa want to was ombe intimidate ye. Ye de omo to was omo protect ye. And if in public in promote me behaving in this way, and there's obi call no be catch ye say omo atocha na ye be jiedi. Because we have seen a sample of what you have done in the public. Please, they should refine their way of doing things. Obi and customer national security in also be a breaching protocol. The law against deception and punishment. Which in a Fakoma police said, Nipa will have a deception. Police said, Munya investigation and prosecuted case. You don't have the right to beating the person in your office. Send a Nipa allergy. On himself, modern Ghana for national security on bedu ene omu laptop to omu phone still on national security ho emrabe and national security person and a Ghana police and anybody say uchi obia go to the phone. There's a high court ruling actually say no security agent has the right to go to anybody's phone without a court order. Now we are fix the country the more for accuse some colonial on phone. Minister of Information issues say you omu nyesa because emrawo man we mu. On my team or parliament police station, without my, they were going through my phone. They went through my phone in my presence at Parliament police station. Police watching my phone. They were looking for what have I record. They want to delete it on my phone. And these things, we say, Mom who say, Emrano almost me my breach and will be a breaching on Mudidman. And the same Emrano catcher say they can't do this, they can't do that. So you cannot be breaking the law in order to deal with me who has broken the law. We are all within the confines of the same. Sam Rana was in Mebusuno, and once the catcher will say, Uchimia, won't me go through my phone unless the court order. But in my presence, the police were going through my phone looking for whether I've recorded anything they wanted to delete it. It means so because them say national security went to their phone, and then because it happened to me in my own presence. Parliament police station.
Okay, so unfortunately, but a lot of text messages, just a few ones. Good morning, Omahine, and this is the concern of somebody. We should just condemn what our good friend Caleb did. There's no smoke without fire. A journalist is not above the law. What's your response to that?
You see, me bacho say, yeah, me beside the question. Until no mami answer. And it's a Caleb call and a national security person for two no bo bikum no kuna. Because a Caleb man in charge because a national security installation. Is that what they are telling me? So bet me a catch national security, ni bet me breaking the law without it being filmed by a journalist. It is a breach of law. Then you are telling me something. You see, let's understand. Obian himself journalism, no. There are various aspects. So me normal story that is not investigating anybody, not to expose any crime. I'll go to the procedure and seek for permit. But when I'm going to expose you for something that I know that you won't grant me the permit, so I have to find my own way of getting the information. There are two different things. People should not create the impression like journalism only one way. Inti Caleb Kodru no who say national security person fail to pay. Boom, no kumobi. Now the catch themselves because they've written said no photography. A security installation thing only coins ultra. Ghana for new one say national security affair to kunipa. So but me and answer say ayampa. You no photography so you kunipa of when you say ultra. Then I'll agree with the person.
All right, O'Neill and Ponsanso say Samson Lade is just being emotional in addressing the issue. Is it a known fact that security installations are no-go areas? That taking of photos and are prohibited? Do you remember your tour to the red light district here in Amsterdam with Efia Pukia and the late Kaba? Were you able to take pictures? Did Caleb go there by the legal process? As for the molestation, it was too much, but it serves him right. There's too much lawlessness in Ghana.
But the red light district, people have done documentaries about it. In terms of that kind of thing. The same red light district, someone to me and travel, you know. So besides I the documentary, did people find ways of getting the video? It's a journalism. I can even know say idea we, yes, mami, but say me what GDS idea na yes mami no, and yemra met me boomrano so. I'll go and do it to challenge the status quo. And the more we are creating impression, one side is written say men no, and yet slavery. And maybe better not emra. It was legal. Say slavery, had the right thing to do. Emra society make who say and the right thing to change the law. And the fact that there's a law today does not mean that it is sacrosanct and cannot be changed. And as I'm saying, beside baby, actually say no photography no. Chere one statute, emra ba kupe wo gumra we o man we chere say untumi twa photo wa ha and just say ucha. One law, you should quote one law and the punishment subscribe to it. As I've said, there will always be a clash between public interest and the security, and the journalist is searching for public interest. So the journalist and national security clashing is nothing new. But the fact that they went ahead to assault the gentleman is what we are talking about. And the fact that we cannot slide behind the fact not photography. And even if something is going wrong, it means that we can't say it because it's a no photography. It is not like that.
Okay, so happy birthday, Honorable Michael Esiedo Nkwa, constituency organizer, NDC, Bebiani Anyasho, Bekwai. A lot of your text messages are in. I'm not funny here, Trim so say central for. We think we are above the law. I don't know, but that's not what we have demonstrated.
Nobody has demonstrated. I'm saying that if you arrested Caleb and you say deception and all that, the national security has no power to prosecute anybody.
Okay.
And the best thing you say, akwai abeda adayen. You who say what you say. Evidence the police for munje na munye de. Munkonya hwehwem na munfa no court. Nobody will be against that. But the fact that you detain the person. Now say what bono. And you loaded 3 vehicles with policemen with guns to invade city. And no one said, Obi and Kasa Sanka, National Security Chief Caleb say, Ube try and trust who will be with National Minister Office. Nipa no Obi anywhere friend is. Number 2, Ukache Nipa who appointment, who need appointment. And what that. And therefore, it is invasion of what? Our property. And deception. It's the Omama police. Omu prosecute Caleb. Obi and Kasa the National Security, yes. Okay. They can say you detain the person. You handcuff the person, or so Bruno. And I had the new hobby, they are Calabaka, no Munkasa. But Calabaka also, I can ask them, but yet video now who say, Musista police only 2 echo round a month for City FM. No. And then my I didn't say, said there are any panini or how Musha Mupumbet me say no. And then the Amunkana more there, and the Pansama and the BB, I don't know better than you.
Good morning, Omahene. What lawyer Ladi Ayene said is right. In fact, some of the policemen don't even know some of the laws. They just misbehave. Keke. Omaine, if you were treated in that manner, would you be happy? Also, ask also there about.
But I mean, bizarre question about who?
Yeah.
Why now I could you in America? Why now what 2 me pound US in America? But Emra Edward Snowden, and Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, every key into American security intelligence system. And leaking information. What is all my fatuako? They are using the legal process to be able to get them back to America for prosecution. America for be say into standard security plan omo bo mra one man we so they were doing illegal surveillance on us the citizens. Say nya sancrophone no munya akukudo say omo the information be about to drag. America for be dey say omo national intelligence service no spy on them. And you know America would have used it to say yeah Britain and yeah chairman for the aba. But they couldn't do that.
Elvis Mamenasi.
They are using the legal process
Elvis
to get the people back to America to prosecute.
Elvis Darko is a journalist, season 1. I end the conversation with another comment from a journalist, Agama, or Bono region. A journalist is like a CCTV camera. Without taking permission, it captures all your movements within its reach. If what you did is right, no problem. But when you go wrong, CCTV footage is very useful. Joined by Elvis Darko, we wish you the best of the holiday today, especially our Muslim brothers. Bye-bye.